I don't think maybe she's ready for butter and
Yeah, I'm just posting into one more place. It logged me at a Tumblr too, so.
Okay.
Always butter biscuits. They're better that way.
Yeah.
We're on Twitch.
Give everybody a couple minutes to filter on in. Ah, so sorry you're not feeling well, Squire.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better soon.
Squire.
Melodious Apollo, welcome to the party. How am I coming in? Can y'all hear me all right?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm not roboting, am I?
Nope, you're good at the moment.
Okay,
So
we can't
far,
see
good.
you, so you could be.
I mean, you could be doing the robot, so like, if you really wanted to be.
All right, and I'm not quieter or too much louder than anybody else. And same with a lot of you. Good. Love to hear it.
if your name
All
is
right.
Mike, please stand up.
But we are all sitting.
I am, in fact, doing the robot, so you called that, Rachel.
Good.
Alrighty. Well, greetings, travelers, to Tales from the Mayhemverse. The veil is thin. I'm your Game Master RC. Just going to start with a single little bit of housekeeping as we get started for today. We have of our main podcast, Masks and Mayhem, Chapter 88, The Moment You Doubt, will be releasing on Monday the 17th. Turning our attention to this game, let's get started by introducing our players, their characters, a little bit about them, and our question of the day, what keeps you up at night? Let's start with my upper right, Rachel.
Hi, I'll be playing Marion the Librarian. Maybe that song keeps me up at night.
Peep this creep from the deep?
Oh, no, the song Marion the Librarian.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Also, as I'm trying to remember my characters, if I just called the witch, is that my... Oh, no, aka the Librarian.
Yeah. She is a witch.
In my defense, I was posting that we were live. That stuff was over my character sheet. I think what actually keeps her up at night is, one, reading when she should be going to bed.
Okay. I like you twisted my question a little bit.
And more what you were thinking is sometimes she worries, like, am I doing, like, is the magic, am I keeping on, like, the right side of magic? Am I going too dark with it?
Oh, okay. All right, let's continue going clockwise.
Hi, I'm Callan. I'm playing Oliver Kenway, also known as Ignite. What keeps me up at night is my immense fear of the water. Sometimes it's just too much.
Afraid of drowning? All right, continuing on.
Hi, I'm Wiki, and I play Arachne, who is the mother of spiders. She will be taking no questions.
Not even the question of the day.
The Spider Queen does not answer your questions, RC.
Foolish mortal that I am.
Definitely not stalking. That is definitely not what keeps her up at night.
No.
She's kind of used to being the thing that keeps other people up at night. So her fears are more existential.
She sleeps like a baby though.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
All right, and last but certainly not least.
Hi, I'm Joe. I am playing Ashley Marston, aka Lagoon Lass, which makes Ignite's fear interesting because she is definitely water-based. But what keeps her up at night is everything she feels she must do to correct the way she looks.
Oh,
Oh.
well, that's a bummer.
Sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
Meaning, like, she stays up really late at night pampering herself and making sure her scales are as shiny and, like, glistening as possible. And, like, is her skin tone, like, all the, like, not prim and proper, but, like, the TikTok beauty trends of, like, you have to have a 3-hour skin routine at night.
She needs to stay off the TikTok skinfluencers.
I feel like I should have given an
I would also
existential
argue,
answer rather than what I did.
Prim and proper, within like her class that she grew up in.
Yeah, exactly.
While we've got a lot of friends in the chat right now, I do just always love to give a bit of a backstory and overview for the uninitiated. Tonight's stream uses Mutants and Masterminds 3rd Edition, the world's greatest superhero RPG, made by our friends at Green Running Publishing. For those uninitiated, the game's main mechanic is a D20 plus an ability modifier versus a difficulty check. This allows it to create awesome cinematic action. Character creation offers unlimited flexibility to create any type of character. The system also has a currency called hero points that allow you to reroll dice, edit scenes, and modify or boost powers in a pinch. They are earned by leaning into genre tropes like setbacks, complications, heroic behavior, good role play, jokes I think are funny, and jokes I think aren't, which are the most likely to gather you a few. That being said, as we fade in, we are once again in the headquarters of the London branch of House Van Helsing. And we see, a crew of 4 characters that we've been introduced to. I'll start kind of in reverse order this time. Lagoon Lass, what are you up to at the moment within House Van Helsing?
This is the...
Oh, and I should also clarify that it is April of 2025, approximately 5 months following the last adventure.
Yes, and we're at the New York branch of House Van Helsing?
No, everyone is gathered once again in the London branch.
London branch. Okay, all right.
Whether you left and came back, or you've been here the whole time, that is.
Oh no. Okay.
Your hands.
So, where is she now that she had to travel all the way back over here? There is going to be like some little, like, alcove tea room nook thing that she has eventually found in the manor or whatever the House Van Helsing's headquarters is, just to be like grumpily sipping tea, to be like, I can't believe I have to come back here. I just want to stay in the States. Why do I have to be back here? She's grumpy.
Okay.
Do you want to be in the US right now?
And
you know what? That's a valid point, Rachel.
We don't have time to talk about the election of 2024 in the Mayhemverse. Went a little differently. That being said, Arachne, what are you doing right now inside of House Van Helsing? And have you been here the whole time, or did you go back to the States following the last adventure?
I've actually been places. Don't worry about it.
All right. I'll
Currently-
reorient the question then. Has House Van Helsing been aware of where you've been?
Probably not. No.
Okay.
At the moment, she's definitely not hanging out in a corner on the ceiling of whatever room Marion is in.
All right. Good to know.
It's gonna be with me, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
And what about you, Ignite?
Know that Arachne is there.
One second. We lost you for a moment there, buddy.
Okay.
oh, where's my weird robot?
Now we can
guy?
hear you.
Okay. The question is, does Marion know that Arachne is there?
I guess I'll roll
No.
a perception check when we get to me.
We'll get to that in a moment.
Yeah.
Well, Rachel, if it's okay, I wanted to be sitting with you talking about relationship issues.
Okay. I was imagining myself reading. So imagine we are having the conversation, but I'm also trying to read.
Are you
Yeah,
enjoying?
that
Is this also technically supervised time in the library?
Yes, we'll go with
Yeah,
yes,
we're in the
probably.
library.
Since Ignite is only allowed in the library under supervision per all the signage.
I'm barely allowed to go a lot of places without supervision. Let's be real here.
Ignite is the like walking embodiment of that line from Buffy where they're like, "Don't speak Latin around the books" after they like accidentally catch one on fire.
Yep. That's exactly what I was imagining.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you're having a little discussion then in the library about relationship troubles. Feel free to take that away. Then I'd love to hear more.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I can tell that Arachne is there?
Yeah. Let's go for
Actually,
it. First
can
roll
I
of the night.
Since I'm there too, can I roll?
Yeah,
this as well?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And this is perception, not investigation, right?
Correct.
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't even know what I have.
Oh,
If it takes you a
Well,
whole
that's
ass
a great-
investigation to see if somebody's on the ceiling, that's
well, that's a great look. My perception's better. That's why.
that's fair. Where are we at, folks?
See, I went with which one everyone made sense because my investigation is better, but I still use perception. But that was 24. So
Mine is also 24.
hey,
I imagine I don't know how Arachne. I don't know if Arachne thinks she's being sneaky, but you both are absolutely aware, even if you're not acknowledging it.
yeah.
I actually rolled.
Oh, you did? I didn't
Wait,
realize.
What's your stuff?
Oh, I did not hear you.
Wait,
I
wait,
beat you by one.
Oh,
Ah!
well then if you were rolling then never mind. Never mind.
I mean, I
was
was gonna ask, I was gonna be like, I feel like Wiki should get a chance to roll a stealth roll.
I didn't realize that Wiki was actively trying to be stealthy with it. I thought she was
Of
just
course.
I figured she was because she said she was like
yeah.
unknowingly in the room.
I figured she was unknowingly because she's on the fucking ceiling. That's not a thing.
That's the thing. Nobody ever looks up.
Gamers
I
don't
think
look
the
up.
more
Come on,
I think the
Archie.
more we hang out with you, the more we look up.
It's valid.
Like,
Yeah, that
Probably
makes
wouldn't,
sense.
Let's be real.
All right, so yes, Arachne, you have successfully hidden yourself away in the shadowy corners of the ceiling. When suddenly the doors to the manor burst open, and in walks, in a sighing heap, Isaac Van Helsing, the leader of the house.
I didn't even get relationship advice. Damn it.
Oh. Well, I'll say you don't have to react to this guy walking in. You might just straight up ignore it and continue with your
I would be like,
conversation.
just talk to her. I've said this so many times.
But I can't tell her that I'm not allowed to go places. That
I roll all of my eyes at both Isaac and the conversation.
That makes sense.
Isaac is holding a wriggling sack over his shoulder.
Ooh, lunch.
okay, now I'm paying attention.
Yeah. And I go, oh, is that a creature? He kidnapped someone? What's going on, Isaac?
Isaac, did you finally snap and kidnap your ex-wife?
And Isaac stares daggers at you when you say that, Ignite. as he unfurls the sack and dumps out a man who has some long, strangly hair. His clothes are pretty well soiled. He looks like he's been roughing it in the dirt, camping essentially.
Okay, did you actually kidnap somebody?
No. Well, wait. Sorry. I thought you were asking if something if he kidnapped his ex-wife.
No.
Did you?
I didn't ask for his ex-wife.
No. And he goes, and you ask if he kidnapped someone, and he goes, "No, I've brought in. This is I would consider an extradition of sorts. This man is Joel Stewart. He killed one of our agents in Europe."
At that, I will drop down from the ceiling. Should I?
Yeah.
No. Jesus
Where
Christ.
did you come from?
How do I never expect you to be up there?
I don't know.
Why?
I look at Ignite and go, from your nightmares. Should I eat him?
No, we have more to gather from him, I believe. But and he looks at the man on the ground and says, "I haven't discounted the possibility entirely."
Oh, goody.
Wait, how much did you hear, Arachne?
Honestly, if you're in here, you have to always assume she's listening. I need to learn that.
So, okay. Who did he kill?
One of our agents and a good friend of mine. I'm gonna get him down to the cells. We have much to discuss. And he picks this guy up. He ties the guy's hands, picks him up, and walks him away.
So you just wanted us to know that you did something.
Did he just want to show us that he knows how to tie someone up?
I think he just wanted us to know that he kidnapped somebody and that he could do it again.
I think that may have been what the children call a humble brag.
No,
At this
that's
point,
not a humble brag.
Is that not correct? Is that not how that's used?
I think at this point, Ashley
Dan's the only one who noticed the joke I was going for.
Don't king shame him, Rachel.
Joe, what were you saying?
Hey, I'm more Dan's yelling at me, and I'm like, someone got my joke, yay!
that at this point, like Ashley's walking through the foyer or wherever this insanity happened, and she just sees the aftermath, and she's like, I guess he's back with a mission.
Yeah. So for reference, Joel's been gone, or not Joel. Isaac has been gone for approximately 3.5 months.
This is obnoxious.
I mean, he does live here technically, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised when he just shows up. But it's hard because I'm here all the time, and he's barely here.
No, he always makes an entrance. I feel like it's just important to him as a person to make the most dramatic entrance possible. He always one-ups himself.
I'm sorry that he didn't stealthily bring in his prisoner.
Wait, RC, how old is he this time?
His age is not variable. He is in his mid-50s. And I guess to describe Isaac Van Helsing, if you weren't here for the last adventure,
Here it is.
he is about 6 feet tall, has a set of scars across his face, and wears a large, dark trench coat. And in this particular case, had a large burlap sack with a person in it.
Also, hello, Ash.
Also, I didn't actually say hi to Dan. Hi, Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Oh, hey, it's Dan's here. We can blame everything on him now.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking. Is that supposed to be a dead dad joke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess technically your age is a variable when you're dead.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of set in
Wow.
place, I think.
Yeah.
Schrodinger's dad? I don't know. There's a joke here. I'm gonna
Oh
figure
my
it out.
God.
If we all 5 of us get our brain cells together, we can figure out the punchline of this joke.
Anyway,
Dad is or is not getting milk. It's just you don't know
milk?
until he comes
Wait, getting
back.
milk or getting milked? Anyway, let's move on.
Oh, no.
That was Can I take a hero point away from you, RC?
No, but everyone does start with 1 hero point, and just for fun, I'll give you all another one.
Yay!
Oh, I don't like
concerning.
that.
That's like the most concerning
That is-
thing
Yeah,
you can do.
that is
Yeah.
concerning, but I'm just decided it's because RC liked one of my jokes. You don't need to confirm or deny that, RC.
See, I think it's because I brought it back to his age is variable.
His age is not variable. Anyway, it sounded like Ignite and Lagoon Lass were having a conversation.
Just like,
Hello.
hi.
You look nice today.
She's just gonna move on to the kitchen and get a fresh cup of tea.
Arachne's gonna follow you.
She's definitely still mad at me, right?
Do you need me to eat him?
No eating. Just
I have heard that friends are supportive, and so I would like you to know that I will supportively eat him.
I love the implication that Wiki or that Arachne has never had a friend. Like this is always something she's heard about. Continue. Sorry.
well,
I am
also
now
feel like-
imagining Arachne just like watching Friends and trying to use that like the entire way. I think I'm now realizing I'm stealing this joke from The Good Place, but
it's all good.
Also, eating someone is being supportive somehow.
Yes.
yeah, you eat their total. I'm genuinely eating your friend's ex-boyfriend. I get it.
Yeah.
We're not
no, I
at
mean,
this.
it just
But if you really supported your friends, you'd eat the rich.
Why not
We're not
both?
at this. We're just having
If-
problems.
If the rich is also an ex-boyfriend,
well, that's I think
Double win.
yeah.
Double win.
double win. Like,
So sorry, I did cut off your conversation though. Feel free to continue.
well, good because now she's like, well, I have rich ex-boyfriends back in the States, but again, that means we need to be back in the States if you want to eat an obnoxious ex of mine or three.
We can borrow the plane. I'm sure that's fine.
I just needed to
borrow-
tell you about my bad exes, and that could have gotten us back to the States faster. Look, I'm really tired of being over here, and I want to be home. And this doesn't feel like home. But we're here for work. Mom and Dad don't want me back home, so I'm here
oh,
doing
Should I
the same.
eat them too.
Mom and Dad make sure everything gets paid for. So no, you can't eat them if we want money still.
But
if
Okay,
you trick the government,
this I
into thinking they're still
understand.
alive.
I understand how inheritance works. This inheritance has existed.
She's making like the pot of tea, and she's going through the full process of like setting up 2 teacups at this point. And be like, Arachne, you're joining me if you're going to lecture me about killing my parents. Like,
I'm not lecturing. I'm just saying.
Offering technically.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just what's a little homicide between friends?
But right now we're supposed to be here and working, so we just need to stay on mission until we get time off, I suppose.
Okay.
Can I
You say
go
so.
into the kitchen at this point?
I think that's fair.
We both turn and glare at you. I'm absolutely certain.
Oh, maybe I
I
shouldn't
think
have walked into
actually
the kitchen.
it's just deadpan, so it next to Arachne, it both reads as glare.
Maybe I shouldn't have walked into the kitchen.
2 evil teas.
I just
Marion is like out in the lobby and she wants me reading her book, and I was like, I probably should not let him go in there alone. And stuff follows.
oh, thank God you're here for support. I wanted to say I'm sorry. I know you don't want to be here, and I haven't been able to go over there yet for reasons.
You would have so much fun at the protests. I just know you would. But it's fine. I
I think that's one of the reasons he can't go over there.
Well, thanks, Marion. I hadn't told her I wasn't allowed yet. I've been giving stupid excuses.
I know. I can't handle this anymore.
So you've been lying to her.
No, oh, wait a second. You were trying to hide that you couldn't go overseas because of work? And she just comes over and kisses you on the cheek. She's like, no, I already knew that. I saw the paperwork. Like, I read the files. I get it.
I just didn't.
It still sucks, and I think it's stupid.
It's more embarrassing if I just tell you I'm not allowed. I would rather you be upset with me than just tell you that I'm not allowed to go places without someone.
Why?
Then you got to work on like
It's a pride thing, okay? Pride is a problem.
And at this
He's a
point,
man.
At this point,
That
Isaac
has
is
nothing
walking
to do
back
with it.
in. He walks into the kitchen to join you all.
It definitely does.
I'm sorry, I'm the only man here, okay? I'm not changing that.
Isaac looks at you and then back to the group.
He just walks into the room. Oh,
No, Isaac, you come back here. I will not be the only man.
No, he didn't leave the room. He didn't leave the room. He looked at you when you said that, and then back to the group.
I'm like, rude.
You weren't in here a moment ago. Thank you.
Ashley, if there's anyone you should be upset with, it's with me. I have been keeping Oliver here, but we're all going to be taking a little trip now.
Please don't be somewhere with a lot of water. Please don't be somewhere with a lot of water. Please don't be somewhere with a lot
Don't
of
let
water.
it be a place with a lot of water, please.
We're going to the Titanic.
Maybe not that water.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, calm down.
I think the last mission that went looking for the Titanic didn't do well.
I would say there are plenty of missions that go well looking for that Titanic. It's when you try to control them with a Xbox.
It's trying to do it on the cheap. That's the
Man.
problem.
Yeah. James Cameron has literally spent more time with the Titanic than people who were on the Titanic, and he always comes back alive.
James Cameron has revolutionized the field of visiting the Titanic. The man loves it.
Anyways,
That being said, Isaac says, well, as you all know, I've been gone for the past few months.
Wait,
No,
you've
we
been
didn't
gone?
notice.
Glares at both of you.
Remember, she was flirting with him last time. So this is
Oh, I
annoying.
know.
Yeah.
And I feel like Oliver's just a shithead.
for 3.5 months. I'm not flirting with you this time.
Yeah.
Like,
Oliver's just a shithead.
Yes.
I had to find Mr. Joel Stewart to bring him back here. And it took me on a long journey, longer than expected. And he looks to you, Arachne, and says, I was in Dolarzara. Joel had been gathering people there, magic users from across the globe.
where is Dola Zara?
What's
Dolarzara,
Dollar
what'd you say?
Zebra? What's Dollar Zebra?
So you're all in England. You're close enough to Europe that I think you'd be aware. So Dolarzara is a southern European country situated between what we would, in our world, in between Slovenia and Italy.
Okay, thanks.
I'm still sticking with what's Dollar Zebra.
Shut up.
And wait, sorry, where did I leave off? He was in Dolarzara.
Gathering magic users.
Oh, yeah. Gathering magic users from across the globe. Dolarzara has begun cracking down on such users. They have increased their border security beyond what they've already normally do. The other thing that would be notable that I think, without even an intelligence check, you would all be aware of is Dolarzara is like, except maybe Ignite, it sounds like, who's very purposefully not aware of this country, that they are an isolationist nation, like border wall around like most of the country, hazardous mountains for the rest of it that doesn't have a wall, and a big, I would say, port, ocean, or I guess, would that be, is that what's the body of water right below Italy? Is that the Baltic Sea? Just trying to remember exactly which sea it is technically. Doesn't matter. It's that area. So it has it has sea-based ports, but for the most part, again, heavily restrictive, almost no immigration, no
I
tourism.
think Dan's right. I think it's the Mediterranean.
I believe you are correct, Dan.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like pulling up a map.
I'm not good at geology.
And I also I was
Geography,
assuming Mediterranean,
not
but I
geology,
didn't want to
that's
sound
geography.
stupid.
It is, in fact, the Mediterranean Sea.
Thank you.
I thought the Mediterranean was more north, so clearly I'm just misremembering everything.
I said the Baltic, which I'm now thinking is completely off.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but I was like, I do not think it's possible.
Here and
Yeah, opposites.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That being said, he's gathering magic users.
None of these players are European, so
Yeah. You just play one on TV. Actually, I guess technically Ignite's the only one here who's supposed to be, and I guess
Actually,
Ignite
yeah.
and Arachne are the only ones that are supposed to be from Europe.
Yeah. My character's supposed to have lived in England a long fucking time, though. So
We
no, I
may have
think
lost Wiki,
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh boy.
or she's got.
Well, we were aware that this
yeah,
might happen.
or Wiki's really got that arachnid stare down.
Yeah.
Wiki had some computer issues, so we.
Yeah.
Wi- Wiki saw
might-
a fly and just had to freeze until it gets close
Yeah.
enough.
Mhm.
and then snatch it right out of the air.
Yeah.
So yes, he's been gathering. Oh, there she goes. All right, we'll add her back when she returns.
Oh no, she's becoming Square from. Was it like Playhouse Junior?
sorry,
All good. All good.
map.
We got you back.
Here we go.
Where was I? So yeah, gathering magic users from across the globe. He spoke of a prophecy that said that Dolarzara would be a safe haven for magic users, but given the government's actions and what I saw while I was there, I see it only as a danger. And as I've been traveling, I've been with what little information comes out of the country, I've been trying to keep track of it. It sounds like they've cracked down even further. They've begun jailing all of them that have come through, all the ones they found, and it's up to us to get them out of there and get them safely out of the country.
Why?
Someone has to do something, and if those with knowledge and capability of the supernatural are the most able to do so.
So we're not.
Why are we jailing magic users?
I mean, we're not. Sorry. Maybe I phrased that wrong. They are currently jailed in Dolarzara. We're trying to get them out.
Yeah. Why is Dolarzara jailing magic users if they believe they're supposed to be some prophetic safe haven of magic users?
I think the magic users believe that. The government of Dolarzara does not.
Oh,
Precisely.
so the government doesn't like.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Anyone.
yeah, let's go save the magic users.
Yeah.
So wait, we're not tracking down Serena the Sorceress.
Trust me, that's still on my radar, but I haven't heard anything of late about her.
Okay.
I
Trust
think
me,
it's very
we'll need-
important that we go rescue the magic users.
Trust
no,
me,
I
we'll need
agree.
more than the-
Yeah.
Trust me, we'll need more than the four of us for that.
Yes, hopefully
I
we
don't
can
know,
potentially get some allies or some information from this, but first and foremost, it's getting them out of there.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long trek because there's no official way to enter the country. We're going to have to go underground.
Literally or figuratively?
See, this is why, yeah, that question. I worry when you say stuff like this.
You're aware we're on an island, right?
I meant metaphorically underground. Hopefully not. I did not have to go physically underground when I got there. I traveled
So
through the mountains.
figuratively underground. Got it.
And by through the mountains, I mean over the mountains. Now I feel like I got to be really precise.
I mean, there are, in fact, legal ways to get in.
I'm sorry, Arachne, are you actually suggesting we do something legal for once?
I'm just correcting facts. And I'm also waiting for an answer as to why we are saving magic users.
I'm gonna point. I was like, I for one don't think, as a magic user, there probably is not a way for me to legally enter this country.
So I'll elaborate then, out of character. That is essentially like sealed borders in this country. Like again, other than like import export of goods, and that all goes through the port city. pretty much again no tourism, no nothing except for sounds like Arachne is aware of another way to get in.
No, for her, yes. She's
Okay.
quietly reminding certain people that you can come back if you're a citizen.
Oh, I didn't realize that was your meaning.
Yeah, no, that she's that was her reminding him that there are in fact ways to get in legally.
Gotcha. For the rest of us, there are not.
Also,
And
while
we're
I
saving.
while I agree we should be saving them, this is sort of a conflict of interest for Arachne, is it not?
We're an organization of magic users or those affiliated with magic, whether we want to be or not is a different question. Arachne, I can't
If she's
force you to
among
come.
them, I will not hesitate.
I would never expect you to. She deserves to be in those dungeons just as much as Stuart does.
Sorry, my internet cut out for a second. What did Wiki say?
Arachne said, if she's among them, I will not hesitate.
Okay, then I don't know who she is, right? Cool.
Who is she? I feel like I'm missing
None
something.
of your business.
But I'd like to help if I can, Arachne.
I think
know-
I lean towards is Isaac? Is that his name?
Van Helsing, yes.
Yeah, I lean towards him. I'd be like, so I was like, so it's like, if we find the person that Arachne has a grudge with, like, we're like the grudge is correct. I was like, Arachne's great. However, sometimes the grudges.
I am not going to divulge much about Arachne. She has told me many things in confidence, but yes, in this case, she is in the right.
Okay. I was like, often in the right, but often have to calm you down. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Well, I'm going to rest for the night, and then I'd like us to get a move on in the morning. Sound good, team?
Sure.
Yay, team.
Yeah, I should be clear. Yeah, Isaac is joining you for this journey.
Oh.
Wait, you're coming with us?
Yes. Yeah. I'll say I know I've given you quite a few missions that I haven't come along with, but I know that this one may be potentially more dangerous than most, so it seems only right that I join you.
Do I get to bring my motorcycle?
You came all the way here just to go back?
No.
I think he came for us as the reinforcements.
If we are expecting to be inconspicuous, I would not suggest bringing that monstrosity. We have room for one monstrosity, and I have claimed that spot.
So Isaac looks at you and says, Marion, I know you've looked into magic that would allow you to store things in your bag. Have you had any success with that?
Should I have had success with that?
Let's roll a magic check. Let's see.
Okay, I was like, I don't know.
Bag of holding.
Are you
Bag of holding.
Let me.
Listen, we're three adventures in with a magic group. If there hasn't at least been a discussion of a bag of holding.
I'm trying to figure out. Can you just?
I want to bring my motorcycle because I want to do something cool with it.
Oh, expertise magic.
I was gonna say, I was pretty sure you have an expertise magic.
Yeah.
We'll just say this is kind of like you've been practicing, and this is a culmination of that practice.
So I rolled a 12, and I have a 12 in it, so 24.
Yes.
I think that you've been successful.
Bag of holding.
I'd say the bag is maybe not as, I'd say the bag is maybe not as large as you want it to be, but
Yeah.
you could hold a decent amount of things, or at least one particularly large thing if you wanted.
It's practically perfect in every way.
So what I'm hearing is that yes, I can bring my motorcycle.
It
Who
might
up in
not
this
be that
bit?
perfect.
I mean, we could use the bag to put all of our stuff in for travel
Yes.
in one go and just have the one thing instead of everyone having all their own luggage and supplies and weapons and potions and books. And tea.
Yes, you must bring tea.
Mostly the tea.
I thought we've all decided we're like, yeah.
We can't risk
I love.
spilling the
I
tea.
do. And I'm decided she also has this mug, which is a Jane Austen quote. This says, "But indeed, I would have nothing but tea."
Yes. Cheers.
There's nothing in here. I drank this earlier.
I have RC, if that makes you feel better.
We all have RC right there in the middle.
RC, you're disappearing.
Oh my god, it's Back to the Future. We have to make sure Arcee's parents meet.
Please don't.
So wait,
Please, no. I knew that was a risk because I saw Wiki taking a drink. I'm sorry, but I had to go for it.
I know you too well that it's like even funnier.
so
That being said, Isaac, again, who has been traveling pretty much on foot for the last few months across
Yeah.
Europe, goes upstairs and goes to bed.
so
That's
out of
fair.
out of
Please,
character,
babe.
was that no, I don't get to bring my motorcycle, or yes, I do get to bring my motorcycle?
I guess how can this
No.
bag of holding fit a motorcycle?
I think it could. Yeah, motorcycle's
Okay,
not
then
that
yes,
big.
we can bring your motorcycle.
You can't bring the van, but
Does this character? Do we have a van?
yeah, that was
Yes,
the
yes,
last,
you
the
do.
last adventure you drove the van.
It's so confusing that I'm like, I didn't want to assume we had a van and be like, no, that's Ruby.
That's fair. But no,
It was the House Van Helsing van, not
Yeah,
your van.
Not my
No.
van. Yeah.
But yeah, so I'd say, yeah, you could fit supplies and a motorcycle in it. It's going to be pretty stuffed. You might have to like move things around to get to different things, but you can do it. Camping supplies, everything you would need for a arduous journey across a continent.
spent points on this
Mhm.
motorcycle. I want to do something cool with. this
Yeah, I know.
motorcycle.
That's why
Yeah.
I thought that was fair. That I wanted to give you. I'll say I did admittedly put that on Rachel. That if she had failed that roll, I'd be like, sorry, buddy.
Teamwork. Teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work. And also, what makes the dream work is going against the GM. Like,
Allowing someone to do something really cool with a motorcycle.
Felt this needed to be highlighted.
No.
Besties is Van Helsing, not walking Helsing.
That
I hate
being,
that I laughed at that.
we hang out enough with Dan, it happens.
Yeah,
so knowing that you have a long journey ahead of you, what's your wind down for the night then?
Reading.
Okay.
Reading and different tea. Tea to help sleepy time.
Ashley, I almost said Rachel. Jesus. Ashley is going through her nighttime routine and packing up all of the sensible attire necessary for a long venture. And making sure her toiletry bag is all ready, and like she has like all of like the smaller sizes of everything. Like she's going through like the whole like neurotic influencer bullshit thing of like, this is how you perfectly package.
I've decided that I've basically made the bag of holding like a go bag. That's why I'm not neurotically packing.
Right.
So, as longtime listeners to Masks of Mayhem may know, the predominant network on the internet is known as social. And it sounds like Lagoon Lass is definitely watching all of the social shorts, just scrolling through them and using it as a search engine for various, to do things.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to have a
Full on
discussion
influence.
about screen time with Ashley.
Oliver is. I think Oliver always has a go bag ready. So he's
buddy.
gonna- What?
I assume it's for work. I don't even know what that's.
Yeah, I assume for
Okay. I
work.
thought he meant like he was just gonna like leave
No.
house.
No,
leave
he
house.
always
and
does.
come
for a
No,
mission.
go back can mean that, but I meant because like I studied like partially studied journalism. I was like, I was told like have a if you worked in journalism, have a go bag. That way, if you like,
You're right. He did say go bag and not bug out bag.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
No,
two
no, he
different-
has one of those, but that's different.
Yeah, that is a different thing.
That's just because he spent too much time watching Doomsday Preppers.
That's a
Maybe,
different
you know,
side of.
What is
Um,
Apocalypse Man up to these days?
So I think Oliver's just going to invite Lagoon Lass for a midnight motorcycle ride, and if
She's gonna when you find her, she's gonna like have her hair up in some of those like crazy like sponge curler roller like twisty things, and it's just like a mass of like stuff is on her head and it's still dripping. Like she still hasn't quite figured out how to control the drip. But at least it's in the curlers.
It's like the one on TikTok for like the new no heat curls. Is that what thing you have? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And that's why it doesn't work.
Because your hair is dripping wet.
Just try.
He's just gonna
trying like magic formulas and gels. Like eventually this will work, right?
He's just gonna like knock on her door.
Yeah. Hi. Yes. Hi.
Do you want to go for a ride with me?
Go for a ride with me. I love that he forgot words in that sentence.
Oh, 100%. I think there's also smoke coming off of him. Like
probably. And she's just oblivious.
A fucking kettle.
He's not good with emotions. There's definitely some sort of smoke. There's probably like indents in the floor or carpet where he was just walking too, like of his burned footprints.
Side note: the repair bills
like,
at House Van Helsing are.
Dan, shut the fuck
she
up.
Quickly like something over her head and like shuts the door, and she's like, "Yeah, that stuff can wait. Like a ride sounds great."
You know you don't need to do all that stuff,
Why
right?
Why? That's a lot. You've been nervous for a while if the footprints are this bad.
We've been fighting.
I've also been imagining that Marion has just been like nightly going through and just like magicking the floors better. Like it hasn't been so bad that she can't solve.
I'm imagining that Marion can kind of overhear this conversation and goes, "A fight would involve actually talking to each other."
You're right.
We haven't been fighting. It's just it's difficult to do the things I want to do here. And I enjoy spending time with you. But when I'm over here, there's just, we only have a handful of things we can do. And there's so much more I want to do back home. And it's just, it's such a fight that's the fight. Going back home is always the fight. Here it's not a fight. It's just not obnoxiously in the way of what I want to do. So it's not you, it's just this place.
How about once we get back, I tell Isaac we're going back to the States for a while and he can just accept it?
Do you think that'll be safe?
Is it really ever safe?
I mean, he wants you to be a covert. We're doing wow, Joe.
Yeah, he wants me to do covert ops. That's just wild. Look at me. I don't do that.
So, I mean, you're going into another country undercover in the dead of like we're doing spy shit. He trusts you to do spy shit, but he doesn't trust you to just go and be the actual age you are and enjoy life in some normal way, at least for a moment. Get away from here where everyone knows that you set shit on fire and go somewhere where they don't know it and you don't have that pressure. Anyways, I don't want to get...
I've heard a lot of people.
Isaac, healthy relationship, please.
I have heard a lot of people. But, yeah, I'm just... once we get back from this, we'll just go. I don't care what he says.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, so the two of you head out on a nice little motorcycle ride. I'm imagining it's one of those ones where, like, you both have helmets on, obviously, but you
we motorcycle safety.
Yeah.
We said last time I got a pink helmet specifically for Ashley.
Yeah. But I'm imagining instead of doing the sidecar, it's like she's behind you doing the hold your waist thing.
I mean, yeah, that's always fun.
Yeah.
And
not playing on spells out of my water pod.
So Marion is reading. The two of them are off for a ride to, bond a bit. What are you doing, Arachne, knowing what's coming and where you're going back to?
I'm ignoring all of that at the moment because no, thank you. But she's gathering some. She's gathering a little gift for Marion, which she will find in her room when she gets back, and you have no idea how it got there.
Okay, so I guess I'm reading somewhere besides my room.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
The
I mean, in the
lights
library, I
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
assumed.
Yeah.
That's what I was assuming.
Yeah.
It can be that way. That doesn't matter. I'm both like adorable and also concerned.
It's basically a giant like folio that reads like the strangest, most disconnected like family tree, but not like genealogy, but not that you have ever seen. And as you're looking through it, you will figure out that Arachne is telling you her story without having to talk to you about it.
I think because Rachel's first reaction was what? Like so
Is it a genealogy of one, essentially?
Yes, but it takes you a minute to figure it out because none of the people are actually related.
Mhm.
So yeah, and I will fill you in on that when we have an off-air moment. But you now know why
I'm
Arachne is.
imagining it as like that book from the PBS show, Finding Your Roots. It would like turn it over. You're related to this famous person.
Yeah,
Holy
but
crap, she was Joan of Arc.
Yeah.
Yeah, but her notes are all like scribbled into margins of like family photos and
Mhm.
their faces all circled and yeah.
It's like an escape room book.
Kind of. Yeah.
She's actually
Your past is an escape room.
Yes.
You know what? That's not.
I want to run away. I want to run away from it. What is it? Oh god, there's like a book that's I think it's like J.J. Abrams is involved, where it's like a book, but then there's like notes from people who are like reading the book, so it's like a 2 stories in one.
Oh,
I've heard of this book, and I saw it once at a
something of leaves, pile of
yeah.
leaves.
I saw it once at a
Was it-
Half Price Books, but I wasn't worried. I was worried they wouldn't have everything with it if I bought a used
House of
version.
Leaves.
House of Leaves, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like that. only with like pictures and stuff in it as well. And it goes way back. You get all the way back to literally the original Arachne, and that was her name. Back in the classical era of
times of
Greece.
antiquity.
Mhm.
Yes.
I think she looks through it for a little bit and goes, fascinating. And then she puts it in the bag of holding to take with her.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
She needs some light reading for the trip.
We'll fade out from that, and we're going to
Can I
fade
say
in.
one more thing?
Oh,
she
sure,
has
sure.
a pile of books in front of her, and she goes, which one should I bring? And then goes, oh, wait, and grabs a Kindle and puts it in the go bag.
See, I was
Perfect.
waiting for her to just go
Perfect.
bag of holding, all of them.
I was also thinking that was about to happen.
No, actually, she goes Kindle and goes, just in case, and puts the rest of them in there.
I was going to try and come up with a different. I was going to try and come up with like a different e-reader, but then I realized we have established that Jeff Bezos exists in this universe.
Jeff Bezos definitely exists.
Yeah.
What's funny is like when you bring magic around electronics too much, the electronics kind of like fritz out. So you got to keep a hard
just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
I don't know. Rachel's excited because Rachel bought a new Kindle case today. It was actually a whole ordeal. I had to wait for someone because my Kindle is a little old, and so I only found one person making cute cases that fit it.
So we fade out as everyone is kind of, going about their activities for the evening, and we fade in, and it's 2 months later.
Damn. Marion's still trying to decipher this thing. Like,
has she? All right. So wait, it has been 2 months. Has she talked to Arachne about it? Sorry, let me correct that. Has she tried?
I think she tried. Arachne, I was just like, oh, this is a fascinating book. And I think maybe I asked about like, so what was this woman like?
Arachne will. At first, she's kind of like, I gave you the book so you wouldn't do this. But eventually, she will start answering questions.
Okay. I first get 1 word, then maybe 3-word answers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, literally, the first time she approaches her, she literally says, I gave you the book so that you wouldn't do this.
But getting to know each other is nice.
And then
And I feel
eventually she'll.
I feel like Ashley was going to be helping on this end of being like, look, not all information can be shoved into one book. You have to have follow-up books or at least annotations. In any good, just like
Yeah, sometimes you need a sequel.
And you were trying to talk to a librarian, and so they like expansions and sequels and series, and they will get questions. So you have, if you made a book, but you have to answer the questions that the book creates. It's part of the process. I'm sorry.
I feel like
Not
Marion
sorry.
is also starting to question. I was like, my people I flirted with recently are Arachne and Isaac. I've got like what's happening.
Wait,
And
I thought Arachne was flirting with you. You've been flirting with Arachne?
A little starting to. Now that I'm like, oh, it's an option.
Now that she's like, oh, she won't eat me. That's good.
Yeah, Arachne. I was worried Arachne hated me and all of my kind for the first adventure.
Fair.
So I want everyone to roll a fortitude defense check.
Oh no.
Our Steve was like, no,
Is
we're
this
talking about flirting.
the bigger number or the smaller number?
We'll go with bigger number. Yeah, this is basically going to be kind of representative of your overall journey.
19 overall.
20.
27.
23.
Wow.
23. Marion, you had
Actually,
19.
maybe we all should be taking those TikTok tips.
Yeah, damn.
But Marion, you rolled a 19.
Cardio
correct?
window.
Yeah, 19 overall.
All right. I am going to say that you did fall ill over the course of the journey. And so basically, it did involve a longer stop at one point. You know, they had to stop and make sure you got like proper medicine and stuff, but eventually,
I was just having a new seasonal allergy we've discovered in a country I'd never been to before.
hey, it's not impossible.
That happened to me while visiting Australia.
You drank some of the water, and you're not supposed to do that.
Ugh.
Now, for the next part, I was going to say, at least for 3 of these people, they are definitely going to have to roll stealth checks. A stealth check to basically represent entry into Dolarzara. Arachne, are you joining them, or are you going to assert, and enter legally, separately? Perhaps enter ahead of them, even. I don't know.
She will hold on to the entering legally as a fallback
Okay.
in case they're spotted. She can claim, I'm not with them. I actually belong here.
I don't know them. What do you have a book about me, creep?
Oh, good. My stealth is so high.
All right. Well, then, in that case, everybody roll a stealth check. And this is going to represent your attempt to sneak across the
Can I use
Dolarzara.
one of my hero points to
You absolutely
reroll?
may.
I think this feels like
also-
an important roll.
I'm also
And
going to use one of my hero
In
points.
case I don't, I rolled an 8. In case.
Okay.
Okay, that's a little better.
Also a 20.
To add to it, right?
Somebody, Callan, you roboted for a moment there.
If we roll below a 10 after using a hero point, we get to add 10 to it, correct?
Precisely. Yeah. 10 or below, you get to add 10 on it.
Good, because I rolled lower than
Yikes.
the first one. So
I think that's purposely like that to avoid that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our friends over at Green Running Publishing just did a whole video this week
Yeah.
about hero points.
Yeah.
look, all I gotta say is you're asking the loud flaming guy to roll stealth. It's not gonna
Yeah.
go well.
Yeah, I
Are
assume you
we
haven't been-
getting
It's an unnatural 20.
All right. Unnatural 20. Ignite.
17?
Okay. Arachne.
also a dirty 20? I have a
And-
question though.
Yeah.
Are we getting ready to cross the border right now?
Yeah. This stealth check represents your attempt to cross the border without being detected.
Okay. In that
Lagoon-
case,
oh,
she
sorry.
will separate herself slightly from them.
Okay.
Just
So
in case it's
Or
necessary. Yeah.
just in
Get her
case.
ahead a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. And Lagoon Lass, what was your total?
23.
23. Okay. You're going through these heavy mountain ranges and this dense forest that covers it, and you are able to cross the border seemingly undetected. And you enter the town, the main town that's along the border, known as Pulsar. It's a small rural village. There's like a factory in the center of it, and some commerce and things like it. There's a tailor, basic kind of town amenities, but the second you leave that, it stretches of farmland, that kind of place. And Isaac looks to the lot of you and says, "This is where I apprehended Stuart. He, when we were on our way out of town, though, it appeared that the magic users he had gathered had been detected. So I don't know if they're still here, but someone I met while I was here stood up for him and helped some of them get away."
That's good.
Always good to see
he's-
someone else do something
he's-
for someone other than themselves.
And he looks down. He looks because you're still on the mountain range. He points down to town. He says, "Let's all spread out, search the town, see if we can, attempt to find any of the magic users, and we'll meet at that factory there." And he points to it so that you all can see it. He's like, "We'll make that our last stop, given that that's where they were found. It's unlikely they would have stayed there, but worth double checking."
Yes.
So in terms of the split, are you all going individually, pairs of 2, 3 and 1? What's the plan?
What's the
Isaac, I should say, is heading out on his own.
Well, Isaac can be dumb like that.
I feel like we could split into
Oh.
pairs. It's probably the best idea.
I was thinking pairs or stay together. And of course, Isaac can't bear to be around anyone for too long.
Well, he has to brood somewhere. You know that.
A little more inconspicuous, singular.
How do we want to split up?
Is there any kind of like water source, river, stream, something going into and through? Yeah, no, that's what she's like. That is where Ashley is going. She's like, I'm riding the waves, and I will see what I can find.
I'm gonna go with her. Bye.
Into the water, you say?
Do you want the motorcycle?
Yes. Give me the motorcycle.
Was that free like something intentional or was that the robotic?
I
No,
think
that was
a-
genuine thought.
Yeah. So I just want to
That
be clear
was
then.
Genuine in character thought.
I just want to be clear then. You're taking the motorcycle on the road instead of joining Lagoon Lass in the water. I didn't want to presume you were taking the motorcycle in the water.
No, I'm not gonna take
I
the
would-
motorcycle
if-
into the water.
I mean, I guess you could take it like along
If
the
Marion
same.
saw him
you
do
know-
that, she would physically have Plant stop him to be like, no,
No,
I
I'm dumb. I'm not that dumb.
she didn't bring a motorcycle in her purse all this way for you to break it in 3 seconds after we've gone across the border.
There's
Toddler.
like there's three things Ignite is good at. One of them is motorcycles. Another thing is fighting.
What's the third thing?
Fire.
He definitely not counting. He,
Video games. The third thing is video games.
I have a question.
hmm
Given the place that we're in,
Mhm.
does Arachne think that having the motorcycle out right now is a good idea?
So what you should know about Pulsar is it's the border areas of Dolarzara are pretty rural for the most part. Like you will still see you'll see people driving trucks and cars and things, but you'll also see people on horseback still.
So the cars and trucks would be
So a motorcycle would not be
my
impossible.
thought. Okay. My thought when I read the notes was that it was more utilitarian normally for vehicles.
Yeah, I was like, for the most part, like, yeah, these are trucks used by farmers to, like, haul things and workers and such. But it's, there are some people with personal vehicles as well.
Okay.
You will definitely stand out, but it's not like an immediate like outsider.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Okay.
It's when he
I'll
speaks with
stand
the English
out.
accent in English
Yeah.
that'll be the real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I would like the motorcycle. I'll just ride alongside the water.
Okay,
Yes.
so you're gonna try and follow the stream.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Ashley gets her swim on. All right,
Okay.
and then Arachne and Marion, what are your plans? I will say it's also the sun has just set, so it's nighttime.
Okay. I think right now, so I don't call in a bunch of attention to me, I will be walking, but I'm gonna have my broom pretty close to the top of the bag,
Okay, so you can just take it out at a moment's
so I can
notice
just
if
take it
needed.
out if I need it.
Okay, and then Arachne.
Arachne will go, I guess that means it's us. Come here. And she will weave Marion some clothing that's a little more culturally appropriate.
Yeah. Less like dark academia goth vibe and more.
And more village peasant. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say. I mean, what she's wearing wouldn't like. It would look like nicer versions of what a lot of people are wearing.
Yeah.
It's because her style has a bit of a what's the word we're looking for? Antique's not the right word. Vintage flair. Yeah.
Do you remind me of once? I think an older coworker was trying to compliment me, but she was saying something about what I was wearing, and she was like, "Well, fashion forward's not the right word." I was like, "Are you calling me fashion backwards?"
Oof.
Oof.
Yeah.
All right. I would like everyone to roll an investigation check next.
I'm not good at that.
Me neither.
And
Uh,
I'm
going to use the hero
Straight-
point I want.
Okay.
should I use perception or straight intelligence? Because I don't actually have investigation.
I'm gonna go. Well, basically, I would say, we'll say perception can work because we're basically trying to, you're trying to gather up and find any magic users in the area potentially.
Okay. Then that's not as bad as it was.
I got a 17 on investigation.
Okay, Marion,
28.
Ignite. Oh, didn't think of that.
Can I
Turn
use
those off.
either investigation or perception, or do I have to
Sure. I'll, if I let one of you do it, I gotta let the rest of you do it.
I got a 15.
I've never turned those on. I love how it's weirdly hard to turn those off, RC.
They'll turn off. They will never stay off. Is the problem?
Yeah.
What did you get? I'm sorry, Callan.
15 on perception.
All right, and Arachne.
17, as opposed
17.
to the 11 that it would have been.
It would have
Sorry,
been 12 for me too, so I get it.
Sorry, who had the highest actually?
Rachel.
I think it was me.
Rachel. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Colin?
didn't actually hear what Ignites was, so I don't.
17,
15.
right?
15.
15.
Oh, then I definitely have the highest.
Okay. What was yours again, Marion? Just to be clear.
28.
28. Okay. We'll say as you're investigating the town, you can tell there is a very dour mood. Like, everyone, people are kind of shuffling about. Like, there's nothing outwardly bad happening, but everyone just seems, mopish, depressing. They're people are turning in for the night. It is the sun has set, and as I mentioned, this is more of a rural town, minus a few particular areas. There is a bar that's open, and when I'll say that, Marion, you made your way into the bar, and with your magical abilities, you are able to detect a single low-level magic user who seems to be kind of keeping to themselves in the back of the bar.
Okay. What can I tell about that magic user?
She is young, a little bit younger than you would say, and just looks, a little malnourished, frankly. And how Arachne made you some clothes that more fit into the area. These look like, pretty tattered, not tattered, but, not well-maintained versions of what you're wearing.
I go and I'm trying to think what's Marion's drink of choice. A London Fog. I don't know. That might be a little
Clearly
conspicuous.
whiskey sours. Come on, Rachel.
And Arachne, it sounds like you were not. It sounds like you were kind of staying with Marion, if I was understanding correctly.
Yes.
Okay.
She's absolutely not going to let the magic user who she actually likes and knows is going to be currently hunted in this place just wander off alone.
Then I will just say then Arachne, you would definitely be aware that the language of the country is Dolazaran, and that English is not unknown, but is not common. So yeah, Marion, you've noticed this person in the back of the bar.
I'm like
kind of keeping to herself as far as you can tell.
okay. I was just looking. I was like, do I only speak English? My character also speaks Latin, so that's helpful.
Well, that's not going to be the most helpful.
Yeah.
I will let you roll an expertise magic to attempt to do like a spell that would let you speak in the right
Okay,
language.
I will. Yeah, let's do that. I rolled an 18 again.
I'll say, or you can talk to your resident translator.
Well, okay. I rolled an 18 and I have a 12, so I'm pretty sure I did it okay.
Yeah, I think yeah, you'd be able to speak the language. So now like
Yeah.
all three of you theoretically could speak to each other.
I'm gonna go and this feels like a place that would have a lot of vodka.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? It's it's more the Russian vibe than like.
Yeah.
It does have that vibe.
Yeah.
They'll have some vodka, don't you worry.
I go.
It's made of grapes. We're on the Mediterranean. I don't know. It's either made of grapes or it's made of olives. I don't know what to tell you.
I go and I get some kind of vodka drink. The only drink I can think is vodka cranberry, and that does not sound like the vibe of this bar.
Well, there's a White Russian.
White Russian. We're just going to go with White Russian because I don't
All right.
want to think about it too much.
They serve you the best White Russian you've ever had, like clearly like fresh milk.
Yeah.
Straight from the cow.
Straight from
Nope, the goat.
Oh. All right, straight from the goat.
Get
That's the secret.
I think I get 2, and then I go up to that magic user, and I hand her one. I give her one as I sit down.
And she just very sheepishly goes, "Oh, thank you."
You're welcome. I've noticed that I'm from the other part of the country. Another part of the country.
I was really wondering. I was like, you've had with the combination of your investigation skill, also with you being a reader and the amount of time you've had.
Look, what's the capital city of this country called?
I'll say the capital city is Logarn, and there is also
Logarn.
Yes,
Logarn.
Lorg. What was that?
Oh, whoever had the train going by.
Oh, I didn't hear it. Oh,
that was me. I'm surprised my microphone picked that up.
I definitely heard that.
I was gonna say that's the capital. I would say in terms of further away from here, the main port city of Plegon.
Okay, I'll say I'm from there. I'm from. I didn't want to say out of town because I was like, that sounds suspicious here. Let's go. Hi, I'm from Legrand, so I'm not super familiar with this town. I just noticed there seems to be a dark mood over everyone here. Do you have any idea what's going on?
Have they not begun to crack down on you in Plegon?
No, not yet. I assume that because we're a port city, they need to be a little more lenient than most places, but
oh, okay. No, they discovered some magic users. And ever since then, this town has been on a very a fairly strict lockdown. We're surprised that they let the bar remain open, but you want to be careful. They send the armor force patrols.
Oh, where do they send them?
I mean, they send them around the town to check people and enforce, the restrictions.
What kind of restrictions? I'm sorry, I just got here and I just want to make sure I stay out of trouble.
They'll stop you and they have some kind of device that can scan for magic. You just be careful or I mean, not that you're necessarily magic, but or just they check for contraband. They'll just stop you at any time. Just be careful.
Good to know. So wait, so are we saying she didn't say they can scan for magic?
She did say that. I'm saying that
Okay.
she's not necessarily doesn't necessarily
Yeah.
know that you're magic, but she's letting
Yeah.
you know that's like one of the
And you
things.
said
that
that I can definitely detect some kind of magic on her.
You can very low level, like to give you an idea. Since if you guys are power level 10, she's like power level 1.5. Like she's
Okay.
Is it low enough that she might not know?
Theoretically possible. Yeah, like that she just might.
And I go, have you been able to remain out of trouble?
And she looks around and she nods her head.
And I go, oh god, I'm trying to think of a way to not freak her out, but
Magic users can.
And she doesn't know you might be secret police.
yeah, exactly. And I go, do you know is there any way to hide from their scanners? Trick them in any way?
Not that I'm aware of. Just try not to be there when they scan is the best thing. And she looks at the clock and she goes, "Actually, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go home. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for the drink." And she says, sorry, I didn't get your name.
I was just gonna say Marion because I can't think of a different name to give her.
Olga.
We're all.
And she says,
Marion. Do I have any? I see would my phone work in this country?
You wouldn't get cellular service now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If you need any help, please. Oh god, I'm trying to think of a way to be like. By the way, magic you can trust. Like,
open the bag. Sure, what's in the bag?
And
what's in the bag?
Okay, I noticed she was malnourished, right?
Yeah.
I would assume wouldn't we have assumption that we have like bread in here?
Yeah, absolutely makes sense.
And I go, here, can I walk with you for a second so I could give you something out of the way of prying eyes?
And she goes, "Yes, follow me." And do you follow along her as well, Arachne? I guess I've been assuming that you're with the two of them. You're not just like far in the other side of the room, or
yeah, no, I'm sort of lingering in the vicinity of the table.
Okay, so she may not have been like aware that you were part of this conversation.
It's possible, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And she
and I go this, and then okay, I think maybe if she knows she's following, I think this is my friend. Like, it's fine.
Oh, okay. And yeah, you get out into the street. And I should mention, like, again, in terms of this town, like, there's not a lot of street lamps. Like, it's pretty, dark once you get outside. And it's dark enough you can kind of see stars in the sky. Like,
maybe like total like awful dictatorship, but pretty nice sky.
It's
really, yeah, trade-off.
Yeah, no light pollution. Simple life.
When life is awful, you get like there's a way less light pollution.
Jesus. All right. So, yeah, what are you doing?
Whenever we get somewhere private, and I go, here, you seem hungry, bro. And I give her my bag is not exactly what it appears, and I go and bring out like a loaf of bread.
I'm imagining like you reach like down to your shoulder to get to the bread. Really show off how deep the bag is.
Yeah.
To a bag that's like maybe yay big.
Yeah. I'm imagining it's like a satchel like school bag kind of like.
Yeah. That's what I was kind of thinking too.
And I imagine she had to like pick it up like that, and then her arm just kept going.
And she says, "Thank you so much."
And I give her a loaf of bread, and I'm sure, as you can tell here, I definitely need to be avoiding them. But
if that's the case, you want to stay away from the capital.
Stay away from the capital. That's good to know.
Yeah, they've turned. I understand they've turned the royal palace into a prison of sorts.
That I think was about to be my next question. I had heard of some magic users that have been unfairly detained, shall we say. So can I assume they're in the palace?
If there's anyone you know with magic, at least especially if they were here, they were taken away a little while ago. Yes.
Sure.
Just
And
I wouldn't try to go there. It's dangerous.
How long ago were they taken?
A couple months back, there was a bit of a scuffle in the streets, and then some stragglers. Not too long after that. As far as I know, I'm the only one left. I gotta get home.
Of course.
Watch out! The patrols may be coming anytime soon. And we're gonna fade away from Marion and Arachne to the stream where Lagoon Lass and Ignite, you've been kind of making your way down. I think at this point, Ignite, you've kind of stopped and you've turned off the motorcycle so it's not making a lot of noise. And you're kind of, you can see the part of town that they were referring to from where you're at. You've kind of been looping around. This stream kind of like goes back and forth. Excuse me. The stream kind of goes back and forth and kind of does touch upon town. So you've kind of gotten a good lay of the land now. And not too long after you've kind of stopped, and you're kind of just sitting with each other and kind of observing everything, you hear, and you look up into the sky and you see three people in a sort of battle suit of armor. It's a shiny chrome silver. They have and they have like these square packs on their chests, and they have rockets basically on their feet, and they're just zooming through, kind of doing a circle of the town, and they land down on the ground. And I'll say Marion and Arachne, you see this from where you are as well, and you can see that they're starting to kind of go door to door with people.
Looks like it might be go time here soon.
What do you think I should change into? I know Marion has all of my clothes, but I definitely have some good boots that I might want to kick someone in the face with.
I mean,
she just like settles into the like little sidecar of like, you can get us there faster than I can.
I can, yeah. I guess get your kicking boots on. Like, if you have kicking boots. Should I go armor? I shouldn't go armor on yet, right?
No, I think we need to be as quiet and stealthy as possible until we are behind them and can shank them.
I was just planning on flame lance right to the back, but subtlety works, I guess.
Yeah, that, but let's add sneak attack to it first.
All right, I guess I'll get on the motorcycle and putt my way over there. Quiet as a motorcycle could be.
Yeah, the motorcycle's kind of a all or nothing sort of deal.
I have a Harley. But... We discussed I have a Harley. This is not
no, Harleys don't get quiet. You better leave that where it is.
Yeah. It's either this is a surprise attack with the Harley, or you're leaving it for a bit.
Unless you're gonna pick it up and use it as a weapon, leave it where it is.
I
probably could, but I don't want to.
Ashley's just happy that the whole motorcycle isn't on fire. She wouldn't get hurt by it. Like, her own water would protect her, but a flaming motorcycle with a water pod is very conspicuous, whereas just a loud motorcycle with a sidecar is no big deal. Just some fucking tourists, right?
This is why I asked.
Well, in a country that has no tourism.
That's why I go, right?
Yeah, this is why I said, should I or should I not? Consensus.
So you can see that the house that they are going after is right along the water, like the river goes right up to the back of this house, and you see them pull someone out of the house, and the other two go into the house, and you hear them kind of rifling through it.
Okay, how did it look like they pulled them out? Like, are they
dragging the person?
Oh, no.
Something to that effect, yeah, dragging, kicking. But the person is kicking, trying to but they're just being dragged along the ground by this person in power armor.
I'm gonna look at Ash. Flame lance?
Get me close enough so I can use some of my bile. Let's go.
Yeah, okay. I guess we're flame lancing. Fire on, I guess.
All right. I'm going to say you're close enough that you can do an action. What are you doing? Like, it sounds like you were going to do your lance and you were going to do your bile potentially.
Yeah, my corrosive bile ranged attack.
Well,
Okay.
I was gonna modify. I guess I'm, fire armor. I wanted to change my, my sword into, or my sword that is normally a sword, just a lance instead of a sword.
Okay. Do you have that on your sheet, or is this something you're attempting to power stun? To be clear,
I mean, I could power stun.
I guess what I really mean by that is, what is your throwing modifier in your?
I'm
in
not
your
gonna throw.
offenses?
I'm charging.
Oh, I misunderstood. Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'll just call that a flavor.
Like, your motorcycle is your horse, and you're using your sword as a spearing lance.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And you're going
So,
after.
well, I actually want to, have a lance instead of my sword, but
Sure. But that's just a reflavoring. I'm just making sure.
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
doing anything. Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
I get it, and then I'm just
So you-
slinging a couple of corrosive bile
So-
blasts.
I'm in my fire armor, and yeah.
All right. Roll me that attack check. And Lagoon Lass, are you going for the same one, or are you going for the others? Like, are
I'm
you
going for the others.
Okay, so into the house then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's have you roll an attack for your bile as well then.
Can I add my? I probably should have said that before I rolled, so I'm not gonna.
What are you trying to do?
I wanted to add all out attack and power attack.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's something you wanted.
I should have said that before I rolled.
Yeah, ideally.
So I'm
So
not
all right. So
gonna
yeah, what's your total then, Ignite?
I got a nat 20, which is why I said I
No,
should have
yeah.
added that before.
Fair enough. That being said, while there are a multitude of things that a natural 20 attack can do, to keep things rolling, I'm going to say that we're just going to do a +5 to the DC.
That's what I
okay
want
with you.
anyways.
Bingo, bango.
That's why I wanted to add all out attack and power attack. I wanted to do it at the beginning anyways, because I was like, I want super high DC.
No, totally. I get it. And then Lagoon Lass, what was your total?
22.
22. That's going to hit as well. What are the DCs of your respective attacks normally?
So without any advantages or anything, Caliburn has a DC of 25.
25. So that'll be 30 now with this natural 20.
20.
All right.
No, 23.
23. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
DC is 23.
And I guess I should double check. Were you trying to attack both of them or just one for you?
One.
Okay,
Yeah.
just wanted to be
It's
sure.
just coming for one solid hit.
I'm going to start with you. You fling this bile, like you roll into the doorway, you fling this bile at the one, and it just quickly burns through this person's armor. You kind of got them across the shoulders from behind, and it just burns it, and you can just see them twitching from as it's kind of seeping into their armor, and it's kind of caught inside by the armor then, and they fall to the ground writhing until they kind of just go limp.
Oh.
But as far as you can tell, they're still breathing.
Yeah. Okay, good. They're down.
They probably have some, they've kind of been a little cooked being, heat inside of the armor. That being said, speaking of heat, Ignite, vroom, vroom, and you go flying down, and it looks like this guy he lets go of the person, sees you coming as your lance activates, and this jet of flame comes out in front of you. And he goes to try to take off, but you pierce him right in the stomach, dragging him for a little while with the motorcycle till you kind of hit a bump and he pops off of it, and he hits the ground and tumbles a bit, and also just breathing but does not appear conscious anymore, laying flat on his back. Arachne and Marion, are you making your way towards this commotion?
Can we see what's going on?
Yeah, you absolutely. This is close enough
Then
that
yes,
you can reach
absolutely.
this in short order, but you wouldn't be able to necessarily join in the fray this round.
Yeah, I think we're definitely heading that way.
Well,
And the
the
person did I ever get the name of the person I was talking to?
You did not know.
She's not like.
We're gonna say it's Olga. She told you it was Olga.
Great.
Olga.
Olga got away, right?
Thanks, RC. I appreciate you.
Olga got away, right?
Olga got away. Yeah, she
Great.
got went kind of in the opposite direction towards home.
Perfect. But yeah, I'm totally heading that way.
All right, and Lagoon Lass. The other one turns around, after you've thrown this bile, and lets off 2 kind of pulse blasts. Does a 29 hit your dodge plus 10? I will assume yes, but I don't know what
She
you're
said.
I'm staring at it like, why are you asking me this question? Of course it hits. Yes.
Because that's what RC does.
I'm sitting here looking at
can
my dog and I'm going, dog. Oh, wait.
Can I use interpose and position the motorcycle in a way that I take the hit?
She's in the house, so
Yeah.
I
think the entire house is obstructing your view of this.
Oh,
Yeah.
I misunderstood what was.
Yeah, she
where
basically
Ash
combat
was
rolled
at
into
this
the house
point.
and biled a guy to unconsciousness.
I definitely misunderstood where Ash was at that point. Never mind.
No,
Yeah.
she dove out of the motorcycle to go fuck a bitch up.
Yeah. So yeah, this guy blasts you with basically this pulse of energy that comes out of his hand. Roll a toughness check for me.
Okay. That is fun.
Nat 20.
Yes.
You throw
Hell
up some
yeah.
of the bile as the energy blast comes towards you, and that water, it kind of like shifts you backwards, but then
Wait,
absorbs it.
Can
Okay.
I flavor it with like
Absolutely.
telekinesis that like the stream comes up out and like floods up and it's just like a wall of like no.
Ooh, I love that. Yes, I'm sorry for speaking for you earlier.
Hell yeah.
Just the
I
stream
love that it's a
no.
wall of no.
The wall of no. So yeah, so that energy blast goes through, and you have an opportunity to respond in kind.
Then yeah, because that happened, she's just gonna be like, you should know better, and hit them back with the water that just saved her.
All right, roll that attack check.
Doing that, not remembering. What am I adding to it? Oh, unarmed. Okay, that's in 17.
Okay, yep, that's gonna hit. What's the DC then?
And that is 25.
Hell yeah.
He takes this
It doesn't
blast
do
of
a lot of things. It's just
he takes this blast of water, and he gets slammed back into the wall, but and lands down kind of in that 3-point pose, and then stands back up. But he's kind of wobbling a bit, but he's not out.
good. I haven't even put my kicking boots on yet.
And then Ignite, if you want an opportunity to do something.
Yeah,
you'd have to,
can I
I guess,
get
get
in-
back to the house first.
Can I get into the door? Can I get to the doorway at least? and see
Yeah, I'll
this
say you're
stuff?
able to get to the doorway and kind of see what's going on. But if you wanted to actually do any kind of attack at this point, then you would have to extra effort it.
Okay.
Like
No,
it
I'll
would take
get
both
back
of your
to the-
actions to move.
I'll get to
in
the
position.
doorway and put myself like as much between the person that was dragged onto the ground and the door as much as possible.
Okay, yeah, you can absolutely do that because they were drug out of the house. So
Yeah.
And then Marion and Arachne, you kind of arrive on the scene now.
Okay.
Okay.
What is the situation?
Yeah.
There
What's happening?
are 2 downed power armor guards. One that is still
Outside?
up. One outside, or sorry, 2 inside and 1 outside, and one of the 2 that's inside is still standing, squaring off with Lagoon Lass.
So we can see into the house well enough to see
Yep.
the.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can see the whole scene playing out. Yeah, you're close enough, like you're within spitting distance,
Okay.
So if either of you want to do an action,
So,
you can-
so is it only the one that's inside, or is there another one?
Nope, that's the only one. I mean, that's the only one that's standing. The other 2 are unconscious, as far as you
Okay.
can tell. One was speared and drug on a motorcycle, and the other
Yeah.
one was biled and potentially semi-cooked inside of his armor.
Yeah, good for y'all. Do we need to roll initiative to see which one of us goes first?
No, I mean, I'm kind of leaving it kind of loosey-goosey for the purposes of this. So it's up. So you can discuss that amongst yourselves.
Do you have I have something I could do, but if you have something,
I don't have a preference. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I think I was gonna try to do the animate plants.
Okay.
I'm hoping to
Yeah, there's definitely some moss and some things
Yeah.
around here.
And I'm gonna try and maybe make those plants, if there's like any vines, kind of like capture him.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds like that'd be. Yeah. Well, animate plants is just to make them move. If you're trying to get them to, does it have a snare listed?
Okay, so summon 8 control type animate plants. So maybe not.
I would be perfectly fine with you power stunting that. It makes sense that you could animate the plants and then
Yeah.
force the plants to do that. If that works for you. I'm not even going to make you roll for that since we're kind of again playing this loosey goosey.
Okay.
So are you going to use the hero point to negate any fatigue?
Yes, and that's I'm out of hero points. Then,
I believe so. Yeah, I believe
Okay.
you were at 2. And I guess let's touch base with everyone else real quick. Where are we at for hero points? 1, and dose. Thank you very much. So 0, 1, 1, 2.
Yeah, and I use like vines to kind of like capture him.
Okay, yeah. Between the hit he took and the vines reaching out and grabbing onto him, you see him try to jet boot away, and some of the plants tear, but the rest reach out continuously and grab him and hold him down.
Mm-hmm.
Just for funsies, once Arachne sees what Marianne is doing,
Mhm.
she'll throw a couple webs on him. Stay.
Flip, 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 flip.
Kind of.
Yeah, and you.
So
And
this is
he's
more of
he's more solidly stuck to the wall now.
This is more of a Tobey Maguire situation where it's actually coming out of your body.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can just do that.
Yeah.
You guys can't do that?
No, I have to spend time making this.
All right, so he is effectively captured now.
I guess I go inside and go, "Hey guys, what's up?"
I will remain outside and keep an eye
Okay.
or 7 on the
skies.
On the everywhere.
Um,
And I look up.
And you see a beautiful, majestic starscape.
Again,
Oh, hey, look, there's Arachne in this. Wait a second.
Strangely enough.
Again, the terrible place to live, but the light pollution might be worth it.
Right.
Is Ignite with us?
Yeah, full armor
Yeah.
on too.
I say, I guess unless you were doing something with the person who was outside,
No,
you're all within talking distance.
Well,
of
I
each
was
other.
gonna also to tell Luger and Lass and Ignite, and I was like, by the way, I met a low level magic user in the bar, and she says that she's pretty sure that the royal palace in the capital is where they're keeping the magic users. It's become some kind of prison.
Oh, good.
She
that's
was
one
telling,
less
she
book
was
to have.
she was very insistent I not go there, but unfortunately, I think I have to not listen to her.
And it's at this point Isaac rolls on up.
What
Oh,
about
good.
the family or whomever was being like drug out of the house? How are they doing? We're just talking shop, but like, how are the house doing?
How are they doing?
Supposed to live
Oh,
here?
I mean, they've kind of gotten back to their feet, and they're they look scared by the events that are taking place. They don't seem
Yeah.
as scared of you, given that you just saved their life.
Yeah.
So I guess I go because I kind of forgot that part. Up to them. Hey, I wasn't here for that part.
Yeah, Ashley is just trying to like make herself presentable and be like, I swear I am not always this scary. I am sorry. It's okay. I'm going to help you. Would you like to sit down? Like she is trying to tend
Well,
to
I guess Lagoon Lass is speaking English to this person who
Yes.
speaks back in a language you don't understand.
And I start speaking to them and
Dollars are in.
dollars are in.
Dollars equal.
I go,
Everyone gets a hero point except Ignite.
Wow, okay.
I'll take it.
You keep making fun of the proud people of Dolarzara. See what happens.
I
only need one hero point
They
to kick your
mostly
ass
seem
hard.
scared.
See?
and I go, hi, how are you guys doing?
I am fine. Thank you so much. You're going to want to leave. They'll eventually send more.
Yes, I think we're going to try and get in. We will leave soon. And then I guess you said Isaac is here now, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, and I just turned to him. I was like, I was able to. One of them is still conscious. I figured we could get some information out of him.
Speaking of Ignite
Also,
is inside the
do
house,
we have
being
anyone-
intimidating?
Do we
Yeah.
have anyone on the team that is technologically
I don't think anyone here has
inclined?
tech score.
No.
Does anyone here have tech skill?
Nope.
I didn't think so. But you do have magic.
I can make light.
I do have a +3 in technology.
Okay.
Why am I the tech person on the group?
Because
I was saying, and Isaac has definitely built gadgets
one.
for, like, magical gadgets for.
Because
House Van
we
Helsing.
are a team about like the occult.
Yeah.
Do you need
So I'm just
What's the plan?
actually got
Arachne is just wondering if we can figure out if these 3 suits have whatever magic detecting technology we were told about in them, so that we can perhaps figure out how that works.
Okay.
So also, is it sus as fuck that these like somewhat expensive and extremely modern high-tech items are in the countryside pillaging
No.
a modern village? Is this weird, or like do we need to question?
Well, no, because we knew they were like tracking down here, or at least we just found that out.
Well, yeah, but what I mean is like who supplied them with this miraculous tech?
Arachne, I think you'd be best to answer that question.
The capital supplied them
Okay,
with
so the
this
capital
tech.
is where is this like Hunger Games style capital where all the good shit is in the capital and everyone else is just fucked?
I don't know these games of which you speak, but yes.
And I go, oh, I can lend you the books.
Okay.
I enjoyed the movies, but yeah, there were books too.
But there's gonna be a new one, or maybe that's come out at the point because this happens in the future.
You know, it's bomb, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess I think I said this, but we're around June of 2025 now. For
No, it's
reference.
just that new. There is a new Hunger Games book coming out like in days.
Yeah, it's the something the Reaping. I'm trying to remember. It's Haymitch's games.
It's Haymitch's book, yeah.
Anyway.
I would say that I turned to Isaac and tell Isaac like everything with the woman, and that I just don't want to
I
explain
thought
it
you
again.
meant you turn to Isaac and tell him the plot of the Hunger Games.
Yes.
Oh my god,
Guys,
there's
there's
this
this guy-
guy,
there's
this
this
guy
girl
named
named
Gail.
Katniss.
He kind of sucks, but the actor who played him was hot, so people.
So you're telling him all about, and he says, "All right, who wants a hand at interrogation?
Ooh, can I try it?
Have at it, you two."
Good cop, bad cop.
She slowly raises her hand and like a water bubble is forming. And she's like, I've had this really interesting idea, but like waterboarding.
No, I'm all for it. Let's do it. Bad cop,
sorry,
bad
Mikey.
cop.
What's a few
Bad
war
cop,
crimes
bad cop
between
works.
I'm
friends?
sorry, I wasn't expecting Lagoon Lass to say waterboarding.
No. Bad cop works for me. And I just conjure fire in my
Do you want
hands.
waterboarding, or do you want to be burnt alive? We have options.
Don't worry, you'll stay dry during the entire process. You'll be fine.
Jesus, all I was going to do was threaten to eat him.
So, I'm going to look back at the guy. So, tell us everything, or you
I
get
love the
waterboarded
person who
and
currently
burned.
kidnapped him is the least scary of the four of us.
I'm not going to make anybody roll intimidation. Yeah, this guy
No, please
seems
let me roll intimidation.
Go for
Point
it.
of order. Point of order. Point of order.
Mhm.
The 2 people doing the interrogation don't speak the language.
We don't.
No.
I like the idea that. Well, I mean, listen.
I'm
To
gonna
be
go
fair,
in
they
there
to be
with
fair,
them.
they haven't asked any questions.
They just go in with this. They just go in with the bubble of waterboarding and the bubble of burn alive, and the guy just goes.
But I'm just saying that body language and expressions speak wonders.
Yeah.
So yeah, roll that intimidation, Ignite, and Lagoon Lass, if you'd like to join with that as well, go for it.
I don't know what this says about my character, but I technically have intimidation and it is only +0.
Yeah, Ignite's rubbing off on you, it seems.
Yeah. I got a
Do
17.
that in private.
So a 17 for Lagoon Lass. Ignite?
28.
Yes.
28. Yeah, between the two of you, Marion and Arachne can tell this guy is saying whatever you want to know. Please God, get them away from me.
Intimidate is my best skill at plus 13 with my armor on. So
Yeah,
Wow.
you are a walking wall of
please.
flames. So
Please let me do this.
that's why I was like, please let me roll intimidation.
Yeah.
And I go, I think I walk up and I'd be like, tell us what you know about about the magic users that are being held in the capital.
And basically he goes on to tell you about how the dungeons of the royal palace, have been retrofitted to be an actual like modern prison, and there's been a lot of like spells and runes put on it to try to basically like trap magic users in the cells within it, and that there is some of the even more advanced armor force guards, which is he goes on to explain, because you seem confused by that. He's like, armor force is the power armor patrollers. So like some of their best guard these magic users. And he mentions something about the king being obsessed with some kind of prophecy, but that's all he knows about it.
What is this prophecy that people keep mentioning? This is weird.
Well, specifically, I should say that the prophecy that Isaac told you about previously was that magic users were told of a prophecy that Dolorzara would be a safe haven.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. That was.
Okay.
Was Ashley asking Marion, like, why the fuck do we keep hearing about a prophecy? This is weird.
Well, I think the prophecy is why the magic users were here to begin with.
So that's what he tells you about this. So, as I say, what do you do with him, or do you just leave him?
Oh no, what do we do with him? Guys, if we let him go, he might keep like harassing people around him, but I don't really want to kill him. That's
No,
not
we
a
don't
good
kill him. We just knock him the fuck out and leave him
Arachne, are you
naked in
hungry?
the country.
Always.
Oh yeah, we could just feed him to Arachne.
I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna work on something else. I don't know what's happening inside the house anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go outside. Is Isaac still out there?
No, Isaac was in the house with you all.
Hey Isaac, let's go for a walk. I have something.
So
As everyone turns and walks out the door, Arachne will shed her.
Oh no!
Sorry, let me just say, the three of them walk out, going to distract themselves with whatever they want to do outside the house. Isaac walks to the doorway of the house, heaves a big sigh, looks back to you, and with a steely gaze nods his head and closes the door.
And with that, she will shed her human aesthetic and reveal herself.
I was like, she has to eat at some point, and
yeah,
and
she definitely
in
can
her
eat other things. This is a preference, not a necessity.
I kind of assumed it was a necessity.
Yeah, she has to eat living things.
Yeah.
Not vegetables.
Yeah. I just assumed that by living thing doesn't require it to be humans. It doesn't have to be an insult.
Oh no, it doesn't.
Creature.
It's absolutely
He wants
does
you
not
to be
have
Edward
to be human
Cullen.
beings.
I assumed it was like a snake, that like certain snakes need different kinds of like animals to feed off of, but it's like if you're used to eating mice, getting a rat is special.
And before he left the room, Isaac had pulled this guy out of the armor. And this fearful man looks up at you as you descend upon him, and we fade out to what the rest of the group is doing.
Hey, Isaac, I have something I need to talk to you about for a moment.
Who?
Isaac.
Oh, I thought you said RC. That's why I was confused. I was like, why are you doing the accent?
I, in character, have something I need to tell RC, the game master.
All right.
I'm breaking the fourth wall now.
Isaac,
I have some complaints.
Me too, kid. Isaac goes, yes, Oliver.
When we're done with this, I'm taking Ash back to the States when we're taking a vacation. You're going to be okay with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you've earned it.
Wait, really? I I didn't expect this to go this way.
No, I've been restrictive with you, and I'm going to, have to trust, especially with me being gone so often, that you can look after yourself. It's not Marion's job, or it's not anyone's job. You know the rules, you know your role. If we're gonna have to talk terms in terms of how long you'll be gone for, but or maybe if maybe you can hook up with the oh god, the New York branch.
I'll keep in touch via Bone Man. Don't worry.
Don't talk to me about Bone Man.
Look, I heard he wants to race Arachne anyways.
Don't talk to me about. We're gonna continue on, but
Wait,
when we
what
get
does
back,
Bone Man want to do?
He wants to
Race
foot
you.
race Arachne.
I believe that was something. I think Brandon joined
Yeah,
our
that
team
was
last
Very
time.
first one.
Yeah.
He's going to
Okay.
lose.
But
And
he
so,
wants the honor of losing.
But he is
Arachne-
Bone Man.
Arachne, you come back out of the house, and Isaac looks at you and goes, looks at the lot of you and goes, should we bring the power armors along? And he looks at the other two that are still unconscious on the ground.
I think I
We could
broke
maybe use
the
them
one.
to sneak in places. If we
I
can
will
fit in them.
absolutely try one of these on.
I
Some
think
of
I
those are a
broke
little
it.
bit.
Over and like start stripping the suit off of
Like
the
it.
unconscious body.
What you can tell is that the one suit that was fully intact, seems like completely intact, more or less, while the other two, the power supply seems damaged. So while you can use them, they don't, you can't fly, you can't, it doesn't have the pulsar
Enough for
blast.
disguise, at least.
Yeah, no, definitely. You'd be able to fix them up enough to blend in. I'm just letting you know that they would not be fully powered on.
Cool.
So are you making your way towards the capital then?
I mean, that seems like the place we need
Yeah.
to go.
All right,
Yeah.
let's roll another stealth check to represent that journey, which is only like a day or so.
I'm not using a hero
18.
point for this. I didn't get it. I didn't get another one, and I'm not willing to.
25.
Okay,
23.
23. Ignite.
9.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
God damn it.
I'm not using a hero point for this.
I get it.
Did you drop your dice, Wiki?
No, one of my earbuds. Sorry,
Oh,
I'm listening.
Oh,
That's okay.
Continue.
Did you roll? I didn't catch what your stealth check was.
Oh, 19.
19. Okay. So we're going
Sorry,
to say
18. I can't add 18.
Okay. So we'll say then that along the journey, at one point you end up getting, picked up by like a farmer who lets you all ride on the back of his pickup truck.
Nice.
Unfortunately, you seem to catch the attention of some town guards who seem to stop this guy, and they look like they're about to bother you, but he kind of jumps in the way and starts distracting them, giving you time to get away.
Okay.
Cool guy.
Yeah, it's Ignite that drew their attention, so really Ignite screwed this guy.
Gee, thanks. More to add to the pile.
It's important for you to know the cost of your bad roll.
Right. His name was Darren.
His name was Darren. A surprisingly
yeah.
English name for this guy.
He was the first name I thought of.
He was the first Darren. No, I'm just kidding.
Darren originated in Dollars R.
I wanted to say like
A proud
Darren,
people.
like it's like Derek.
Yeah, Darren.
He's
Oh
Darren
no, Darren's
McDarren
dead.
Oh,
Darren's definitely getting whisked away to a different secret prison.
Eh.
That being said, using this armor, and a combination of your various stealth skills, I'll say that you're able to sneak your way into the castle. And I should say when you reach Logarn, the capital, this is a fully modern city. Like, we're talking like New York, like Riverside. it's there's tall skyscrapers. Clearly, looks like there's a lot of industry. There's you can see a lot of shipping areas. This is a far cry from the nearly rural experience of Pulsar.
Far Cry.
Oh,
Wait,
it
is
really
this Far
is like
Cry
the Hunger
5 or
Games. Where are
6?
the weird wigs?
And I'll say that everyone gets a hero point.
Yay! Did we really get a hero point when you said everyone?
Oh, good. I've
Like,
included it.
I wrote it down. He said it, so
Wait,
I wrote
Okay,
I've
it.
cool.
included
Then I
this
have
time.
two.
Yeah. Everyone gets. I forget what I said, but yeah, everyone gets a hero point.
You said last time everyone gets a hero point except Ignite.
Yeah. No, that was absolutely true.
Yeah, 100. I know. I believe you 100%.
So you have now successfully snuck your way into the castle. What are you trying to do? What's your thought process now? And we're talking like this is an updated version of a traditional like castle, like big square turret towers on the corners.
So we're in the castle, not just in the city.
Correct. Yeah, you've successfully snuck your way through. Again, just with the success of everyone's roles, I'm gonna say that you're able to do that without too much issue.
Okay.
You see a lot of guards. You're able to kind of sidestep them. Again, really, Darren is the recipient of the bad luck in this.
Poor
in this-
Darren.
Yeah.
It will be remembered.
So we weren't.
You're not going to
told-
remember him.
Oh, yes, we are.
I'll remember Darren.
I love that it's Darrin as well.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
I think Callan will. I'm a little on Ignite.
I will remember Darren.
So you're able to sneak into the castle. And what's your plan for kind of getting to the magic users, I guess?
I mean, we need to find a map in here, like a layout of the place, right? So probably hitting
they
up a
said
guard station.
dungeon, so we go down.
Mhm.
I mean, so Ashley was going to try to find. I assume she has one of the armors on, and so she wanted to try to fall in line and follow the path of where other patrols are going to try to find the dungeon route, and just walk with the rest of them until blend in with the crowd, figure it out.
Okay.
Mhm.
Roll. Well, I guess I'm sorry. Before I have anybody roll anything, what are the rest of you doing? Are you doing similarly? Well, obviously, only 3 of you can do that particular trick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Isaac and Marion have the suits if they want them, because I'm not gonna be good at sneaking around with the suit, so I might as well not have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take one of the suits.
Okay.
And yeah.
All right. So Marion and Ashley have taken suits. Arachne?
Arachne cannot physically wear one, so they
Okay.
were not made for her form.
Yeah, I was like, that doesn't seem possible.
No. Arachne
Marion,
is going
if Marion was
to,
awkward, I was like, I'm gonna let Arachne say that and not. It feels rude to say it myself.
No, you've all seen Arachne's physical form. You know that is not going to fit her. Yes.
And who are either of you taking the powered one, like the actual working one?
I would have hella fun with that, but whatever chaos you want to throw out there.
You take the chaos.
All right.
Okay.
So Lagoon Lass has the powered
think-
armor,
so
Marion,
what
and I'll say I
Wait.
Can I
throw on.
ask a question?
Oh, I
What,
thought
did I see what they look like when they were powered on?
Yeah.
So
I mean, the main thing that stood out to you when they were powered on, besides the fact that they had blasters and rocket
Yeah.
boots, is that there was a panel on the front that kind of lit up, Darth Vader
Okay.
style.
I was gonna. I might in the thing use some of my magic to make them think something's coming out of my hand. Where's it coming from? Who knows?
All right. And Ignite, you were gonna say something?
I thought of a way for me to be stealthy without actually being stealthy.
Okay.
What if Ash?
If you say Chewbacca, I'm going to throw something at you.
No. No. What if Ash took me as a prisoner to take me to the dungeons?
You said Chewbacca.
Yeah, that's basically I was like,
That
that's, when you said that was the
never mind,
exact thing I was thinking you
Yeah.
meant, and then you're like, no, and I was like, oh, okay.
You're
and then
like,
you said
no,
it.
and then you just
I
tried
didn't
to-
know what you meant by Chewbacca.
Three of you are stormtroopers going to take a fake prisoner in.
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, sure, that.
Other,
I mean,
all of the rest of us knew exactly what that was,
Yeah.
right?
Connected brain for a
Look,
moment.
I
here.
haven't seen the Star Wars movies in so long.
That's fair.
That is such a classic moment.
True. So okay,
I
yeah, I like this idea. Let's, if everyone has, I would say it sounds like. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were saying something, Joe.
Oh no, I was trying to put the pieces together because then it's like, okay, we have a fully powered suit coming back, we have an injured suit coming back, and we have a prisoner. Like, look what this guy did. He fucked it up. We're so lucky. She's
so
Let's do
rude.
this. Got it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So
Anna.
wait, did Isaac put on one of the suits?
Isaac put on one of the suits. So yeah,
Okay,
the only
great.
the only unknown right now is what Arachne's plan is.
Yeah.
Arachne is going to take advantage of the fact that nobody ever looks up, and she's going to follow
was
you
gonna
along the ceiling.
So Arachne is fine.
Okay, so I want Arachne to roll a stealth check, and I want the rest of you to roll deception checks.
Okay.
Are you sure I can't just roll intimidation to be scary as fuck?
No,
Can I
because you're
roll
trying to lie. You're
You're
trying to
trying
say.
to be a
First off, I
prisoner.
assume that your armor is not powered on during this.
No.
No, look at this scary dude. Why are you letting him be like that? Like,
He can't turn it off. He's just like this.
that. God,
I
that's so
am
rude.
fire, thank you.
Can
Um,
Marion do all the talking so I can use stealth to be better at this than deception?
Yeah,
Wait, say that again?
I'm gonna use a hero
My stealth
point.
is really high, so I'd rather
Oh.
stealth the situation, but it's fine.
Oh, you're asking Marion to do the talking. I thought you were my mistake. Yeah, I'll let you. If you're just not going to say anything, and the others, I'll let you roll stealth then.
Yeah, I'll be intimidating and holding the
Yeah.
scary prisoner.
Yeah. Okay,
Well,
I
because
got,
you're the one with the power that still works.
Yeah,
yeah.
I
I got a
just wanna-
dirty
it's a
20.
it's a secret
by the
tool
way.
we'll use for later.
I used a
There it
hero
goes.
point to re-roll. I just want to make sure that was heard.
Yep, I caught that.
I got an 18.
All right, Marion,
A dirty 20.
Lagoon Lass,
23.
and Arachne.
27.
All right. So yeah, you find a group of guards that are going in. You follow them. You eventually get to like a checkpoint where they're talking to someone, and they're like, "Got another one, huh?" Well,
Yes, and quite a battle. Managed to damage some of our suits, but we got him in the end. Of course we did.
all right. Well, don't let the king hear you talking about it. He's on one of his rants again.
Now, which one is it this time?
Same thing as always. Make sure they're in their cells. They're a threat to the national stability. It's a whole thing today.
I'll burn you where you stand, motherfucker.
Oh wait, sorry. Wait, let's back up. The only person who can ask questions right now is Marion.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay, then you're right.
Okay, I'm gonna.
say anything.
God,
Joe
which
forgot.
one is it today? I've lost count of how many there are.
And we're just gonna say it was the same,
Yeah.
explanation. But it occurred to me she's the only one who can speak Dolarzar.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm speaking English, saying I'll burn you where you stand.
But as I say again, I did say that English is not impossible that they would know. So a few of them, one of them looks by you, spits at the ground, and goes, "Good luck, boy."
Can I breathe fire at him?
I imagine you tried to, and
Oh,
Ashley
yeah, I
smacked you
tried
across the back of the head.
Yeah, I tried to. I didn't say I succeeded.
A tricky. We have a tricky one, as you can see here.
And he says, "All right, take him away." And Arachne, you continue to skitter along the ceiling. No one's any the wiser. And so you enter this large circular room, and there are cells just all along the wall. You do see a pretty steady drip from the ceiling in the very center of the room. And then, there's been kind of like a area built around it to kind of keep people out from, slipping on it or anything. And you can see 6 of these guards stationed around the room. Excuse me. And you see a man in a very high quality suit walking around very frantically between many of the different cells.
She seemed to be like a warden.
Do I recognize this person?
Yes.
Is this a person whose portrait is required to be on the walls of
Yes.
every house? Okay. Okay.
It was the king.
No, he's not required to be on the walls of your house. That's not, this isn't that kind of country.
Okay, not yet.
Yeah,
So, RC, that totally so far it seems like that.
that's
Yeah.
fair.
It
I
does.
think Arachne's not yet would be, or Wiki's not yet would be the
Yeah.
accurate part. His insanity has not stretched quite that level yet.
But,
The
but,
laws
but
are
Although that
I recognize him from the coinage.
Yeah, you recognize him from the
Yeah.
coinage. He's
You're
much
saying this-
older than the last time you would have ever seen him, but this is King Enzo Logar.
is it like I obviously Mario doesn't know this information. Is the king often hanging out in the cells? Like
So that's what the guard was kind of saying, that he is just like
Yeah.
around right now. And that he's on one of his rants again.
I want can I kind of like pay attention if I can see what he's saying?
Yeah, roll me a perception check. Anyone else who's trying to listen in as well. I'll even say, Arachne, you don't have to roll perception because you can just get close enough to hear him, like, actually.
Yeah.
I
Because
can't.
also I should say this is a very tall ceilinged room and kind of a dome quality to the ceiling.
For those of us,
Yeah,
who
his
don't
voice is
speak the
coming up to me
language-
and saying hi.
What did you say, Ignite?
E5.
For those of us who don't speak the language, would perception even do anything?
Good point, actually.
He
Well,
sounds
you know what?
angry.
Actually, I'm going to say that he's going back and forth between Dolazarin and English.
Okay.
Oh.
Then yeah, I'll roll.
While they're
Oh.
trying to listen and I'm
Mhm.
just kind of getting it, can
Yeah.
I check to see what that while I'm up here? What the hell is this liquid coming through?
Oh, just like a crack in the ceiling.
Okay, so it's just like a leak.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody needs to fix the plumbing.
Yeah, sorry that the
Can you imagine how awful it would be to be stuck down here and just drip, drip,
drip,
drip,
drip,
drip.
drip.
I mean, that's every stereotypical movie prison.
Yeah, as I say,
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I added a water source to this mission.
No. We enjoy the water source. I'm afraid it's going to get larger.
Always a concern.
I'm afraid it's going to get larger.
I can't swim, RC.
Ignite-
Why would you
Ignite
do
is-
this to me?
Ignite is actually afraid it's going to get larger.
Wait, I like it. Not only is he afraid of water, he can't swim.
Oh, I
Yep.
said that last stream too.
Oh,
I
I'm
mean,
sorry,
yeah,
I forgot. So yeah, you can't
That
swim.
was
Good
the
luck.
entire reason. Actually,
mean,
part of the break because she was like,
I
my
I
boyfriend.
forgot.
I didn't
It's
take
been
any
a minute.
complication or anything that says I can't. I just feel like the fire guy that doesn't like water, yeah, why would he know how to swim?
And I just want to say hi to Imaginative Media and
Maybe you
don't
learn-
kill me. Don't kill my character RPGs.
Maybe you learn to swim in lava.
And bye, Nate. And
I don't
so
think I'm that
basically,
fire
the
resistant.
combination of things he's saying is the prof. Essentially, I'm just going to give you a whole thing, and imagine you only kind of understand about half of it.
Oh yeah, I got a 20. I got a 23.
Oh,
I
I
okay.
got a nat 20 on the roll, so 26.
Yeah, again, so you're able to hear the whole thing. It's mostly just a question of how much you understand. So imagine you only understand about half of it. But he's like, that witch was right. I'm going to gather up all of them. I'm going to, keep this country protected. I'm not going to let them overthrow me and hurt all of our people.
Oh, so he's going to use them.
Yes, it's what we require. And he goes and bangs on one of the cells and says, "Tell me the other part of the prophecy." And he continues to kind of pace around the room, and he says, "Check on those ones, make sure they're secured." And he just seems very panicked and agitated.
Paranoid?
Paranoid, absolutely.
Mhm.
Um,
Oh
Also,
God! Last time I played this game with a paranoid king, there was some
Ooh.
shit.
Can I, since I can hear him, I know the next part of the prophecy. I know the next part of the prophecy.
Oh God.
oh, you
Okay,
say
you're a
that?
prisoner.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And he storms up to you, and you can see he has a well-kept beard. His hair is combed exquisitely. He has a very nice modern suit on. And he goes, I've known
Ollie.
about magic almost my entire life. And he said, "I recognize your accent, American. Thought you could sneak into my country."
I'm very
sorry,
much
that's right. I'm sorry, I
American.
forgot English. I'm sorry, I did forget about that. I didn't remember you doing I didn't hear you doing the accent. I didn't think about it.
I think it's funnier if he has the two
Yeah,
confused.
absolutely.
No, 'cause he's been-
American.
fans of the show will know that he's been to America.
All right.
yes.
He goes, I know that accent, you're Welsh.
Excuse you, I'm from London.
Yeah, and he goes, I recognize the accent. Snuck across the pond. What, to infiltrate my country, to kill me, perhaps? You're going to tell me the other part of the prophecy.
I am gonna tell you the other part of the prophecy. I'm here to kick your ass. I'm gonna
Oh,
kick
yeah,
your ass,
oh.
bitch.
Ashley's just gonna like.
That's the
shoulder check
prophecy.
his
I'm
mouth.
gonna kick your ass.
So it's worth asking at this stage: are you putting him in a cell?
Yes.
I feel like
She's
you have
walking
to.
him towards an open cell.
Yeah, that's what I think we're trying to.
We're
All right.
we're trying to get like.
Look out, he's loose!
One of the
Get him
other guards, when you put him in the cell, puts his hand on a rune, which activates some energy around the cell. And Ignite, you feel for the first time in your life that you don't have your connection to the fire.
Actually, I think that would probably make Ignite happy.
Okay, I just want to be clear that, like, you
Yeah.
don't feel the connection to the fire at the moment. It's the first time in a long time you can say that you felt that
In
way.
X-Men Last Stand, he's rogue.
Yeah, right.
But I do
Like,
feel
I will
rogue.
take the cure, please. Thank
Yeah.
you.
But I look at her like, it's like, you shouldn't take it. And she's like, I kill everyone I touch. Please, God.
I hurt so many people on accident. Thank
Yeah.
you. Like these
And-
bars won't stop me. I'll still kick your ass.
And now you notice that with him being put in, all of the cells in the room are filled.
That's
Marion, I don't
probably
know.
not good.
That's what that rune was doing.
Can I roll a magic / occult to see if I know what that rune is?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm imagining in my head just of how they work. They're similar to the power dampening cuffs.
You get a sense of something to that effect.
I'm gonna use a hero point to reroll that. I rolled a 4. So, and then I rolled a nat 20. I know
Nice.
everything.
Yeah, you basically you've
universe
seen
runs
also-
runes
into your
like
mind.
this before.
That I have a 12 in it, so that nat 20.
The universe rushes into your mind.
Yeah. All of a sudden, I'm Janet from The Good Place. I know everything.
Yeah, no, but basically you've seen runes like this before. You've never utilized them yourself, but you've heard of like things that can stop magic.
Yeah, I know it's tough.
You've seen examples in some of the files you've seen of like there's ones like this for Atlanteans to sever their
Mhm.
connection from water. But this seems to be kind of a more generalized magic.
Do I have any idea how I would like stop one from working?
Oh, how to basically it would be a question of destroying the rune.
Okay, so just like hitting it.
Yeah, essentially.
And so is there like a rune for each cell?
Correct, yes.
Annoying.
And a moment later, you hear a little kind of sing-songy voice go, all of them gathered in the cells, all of them taking you right to hell. And Arachne, you recognize this voice. It's
Oh,
been
Lord.
far too long, but you recognize the voice of Mistress Arcadia.
Oh.
The one who cursed you and made you into the form you are now. The one who started the cycle of pain and torment that has followed you through the ages.
Where is this voice coming from?
She's in one of the cells. She's the cell that he smashed on and said, tell me the other half of the prophecy.
Mm.
Okay. Are there any shadows in the room below?
Yeah, this is a pretty shadowed room overall. Like, there's kind
correct.
of there's lights and there's it's not torches or anything like that, but it's not fully lit.
So Arachnia is going to completely lose her entire mind and is going to go from ceiling to as close to that cell as she possibly can, using her teleport. So whatever shadow is closest to that cell is where she's going.
Okay. All right. And then what?
Are there shadows inside the cell?
No, the cell is itself well lit.
Well lit, yeah, okay.
Can't let her sleep. Got to torture her that way too.
Yeah.
Well, she should cast a shadow, shouldn't she?
Not if
it's
not
lighting
if we're
from all
talking
sides.
about not if we're
okay.
talking about light.
Yeah, downward
It's-
and sideward lighting.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
Oof. It's like display lighting.
I was trying to help you out. Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless
Again.
Thank you.
What is the actual door made of?
It's bars with like an energy field in front of it.
Okay. She's just going to go down there and she is seriously just going to be full form. No, there is no like, she's not hiding what she is right now and is going to look at this person and say, I am going to end you.
Ah, now the real fun begins. Tell all the magic users they're going to heaven. Tell all the government they're bringing the hell. And we'll all find something in between. And you see her spin her hands around Arachne, and she forms like you see strings of words forming in the air in ancient Greek, and she spins and spins and lets out a wave.
And I recognize this as her form of spellcasting, yes.
And these letters run out and they flow through you, and Marion and Ignite and Lagoon Last, they flow through you as well. And then
What about Isaac?
Oh, sorry, and Isaac as well.
Okay.
They're getting to me in the non-magic cell? Damn.
Yeah, she just pushes this energy out. And moments later, in the center of the room, a rift begins to open, like a crack in the universe. And I think now we're going to take a quick little break. Everyone get a little snack and some water and whatnot. And we'll be back in just a little bit. And I'll also take a moment to answer a few questions from the chat. So I'm gonna mute a lot of y'all while we go to our break, though.
Okay.
Oh, dang it, where'd it go? Hey everybody, RC here. Just want to take a moment while everyone's taking a little break, and just want to say hi to again my friends at Imaginative Media and Don't Kill My Character RPGs. Dan, I don't know if you're still with us here or who all's in the audience, but thought I'd take a moment. We got a question earlier on about any possible connection between Lagoon Lass and Yardak and the Atlanteans. And Callan was correct with saying that Lagoon Lass is not an Atlantean. She is explicitly a person cursed with this lake monster appearance. And so there's not a direct connection. I'm sure genetically there's probably some similarities just given their abilities, but and the fact that they draw their particular connection to the water from a form of magic. But Atlanteans have been very explicitly, they were gifted by Atyar Ulin to be protected from the fall of Atlantis into the water. So it's a little different. And Dan, I'm just going to take a moment and just say, he might be Ariel's cousin, but that would be because there is a familial connection between the two. Also, hi, Win with Dice. Glad to see you. But yeah, I hope you've been enjoying Tales from the Mayhemverse. The Veil is Thin, featuring the friends at House Van Helsing. And yeah, I guess just to kind of recap, if anyone's kind of joining us on the later end, if you missed anything, the group was still gathered at the London branch of House Van Helsing when Isaac Van Helsing returned, carrying Joel Stewart in tow, bringing him back as an extradition from Dolar Zara, where Isaac then led the entire crew of Lagoon Lass, Ignite, Arachne, and Marion Watson to basically save the magic users that have been imperiled by the government of Dolar Zara. And they, made their way through Europe, kind of snuck into the country, investigated the border town of Pulsar, and then eventually discovered, after a confrontation with some of the armor force, that the magic users had been taken and imprisoned in the castle of King Enzo Logar, which fans of the show may remember appeared previously in our 1980s stream when Speaking Softly fails as a 13-year-old child at the time. And and clearly eventually grew from the crown prince to be king, and has clearly lost his marbles a little bit. And I'm going to take a quick break myself, and then it looks like the rest of our crew should be back momentarily, and we'll continue on with the finale. Actually, change of plans. We're going to go with a different song. This is The Battle at Club 808 by our own Pope Brandon Brownson, creator of fine beats that you can find on Spotify and other places. I do really love this track. All right, we're still waiting for Rachel to return from our break, but I'll kind of just get us back in position here, make sure everybody's still set where they're supposed to be.
I think I'm where I'm supposed to be, unless my room has suddenly transported somewhere else, in space and time.
What if it has?
I'd be okay with that.
Technically, aren't we all moving through space and time? You know, because of rotation.
I guess we are all technically moving through space and time at the same rate and speed.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you are. I'm built different, but...
Okay, sorry, I didn't know you were moving slower than the rest of us, RC.
Yeah, I get to experience this twice. I get to experience all of this at twice as slow.
You didn't say how different.
Yeah. If anybody's seen Invincible, my life is kind of like Red Rush. And I mean that in every sense.
Rachel, where have you been? Marion died 20 seconds. Oh, wait, Rachel
She doesn't have
died.
headphones on.
Hold on, I'll again. Hold on.
See, you thought you were funny.
Think? Come on, I am funny. We all know it. Rachel, where have you been? Marion died like 20 seconds ago.
Oh, damn. I was getting bread to snack on.
Oh, okay.
That's why there's bread in the bag of holding.
Yeah. No, actually what happened is I like just thought of something she would carry, and then I was so hungry that my brain just went, bread actually sounds good though.
You know, the show is really about food and how it brings all people together from all cultures.
Who doesn't love mozzarella sticks?
What actually happens is we record around dinner time.
You have one explanation. I have another. Reality meets us somewhere.
Yeah.
That being said, we fade back in to the moment that the rift opens in the center of the room. And you feel, or sorry, I should say Ignite specifically, you feel this rift kind of pulling your magical energy away from you. It's like a moment ago you didn't feel a connection to it. Now it almost feels like it's being like siphoned away from you towards this rift.
Oh.
I think I say to like all my allies, should I be concerned about this?
Well, the guards are all freaking out about this.
Mm-hmm.
And
wait, how is that affecting my physical life, considering I'm, half god?
Yeah. Again, you feel like you would describe what normal people would describe as being human. You're starting to feel like significantly weaker. You're less resilient. More affected by the humidity and temperature around you. Like you're just.
I'm gonna start banging on the door. Someone get me out of here, please.
And as I say, you seem to be faring better than most, though, as almost everyone else in their cells immediately kind of falls to the ground and is like kind of crawling with very little life force towards their cell door, or their cell bars, and kind of like banging on them to no avail. Meanwhile, Mistress Arcadia is just cackling and rocking back and forth.
Does does Mistress Arcadia, which I don't think my character knows who that is yet, but
Yeah.
does she look? She's getting weaker.
No, she looks
Yeah.
significantly more powerful.
Okay, so this is siphoning power to her.
That would be a relatively understandable assumption. And she goes, "Oh, the master will be so pleased. She needs this power, and you're all gonna give it to her."
Oh hell no.
I'm just banging on the door.
Okay. What are like the king and all those people doing?
Again, freaking out.
Okay.
And well, when you appeared in front of Arcadia's cell, the king definitely took a bunch of steps back. Because he's, as far as you could see, ostensibly a rather normal person.
So, Arachne is going to grab at the king, grab his hand,
Okay.
and force it onto the rune plate.
All right. You force his hand onto the rune plate, and the energy deactivates. And a moment later, just another wave of energy explodes out of Arcadia and sends you flying backwards. Everybody roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh, good. The thing I'm best at.
I rolled a nat one.
Me too! That one, buddies!
Yeah. I only have one hero point left, right?
I'm going to say everybody gets another hero point then at the start of this.
Oh Lord. Okay.
I have
gotta
2
make
hero
another one.
points.
I'm deciding whether I want to use a hero point to reroll initiative.
I see.
I'm
point.
not going to because I have decent initiative.
All right. Give me a
I have
second, I'm gonna roll
shit
my-
initiative, and I still see no point in re-rolling in that one in initiative.
Yeah, I normally wouldn't. So that's not my normal vibe.
I want to save it for power stunting.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right.
It's okay. Your initiative is still going to be way better than mine.
No, I have decent initiative, so.
Yeah, I
Did
know.
the-
It's gonna be way better than mine.
Sorry, what were you just saying?
Did that deactivate the rune and essentially open her cell?
It did, yes, but it blew you back
Okay.
across the room.
Okay.
It did.
I don't care. I just need that
No, that's
door
fair.
open.
That's fair. And then I'm going to go down the line. Ignite, what's your initiative?
3.
3. Lagoon Lass.
I rolled in that one.
Oh, sorry, Joe. I just realized you're still muted. Sorry, Lagoon Lass. What's your That was me. I muted you all, and I thought I unmuted everybody.
I had also manually done it, so that was
okay. Double muted. What's your initiative?
17.
17. Marion
12.
and Arachne.
Well, Arachne wants to eat a bitch. 19.
All right.
Yeah.
What's your modifier?
Modifier is 4.
Did anyone else or any of the runes get hit by whatever that blast was that came out of the cell?
I was gonna say, actually, of the guards, it caught a bunch of them and threw them against the wall, and they seem to be unconscious. So there is three of these guards at the moment.
But all of the guards that are actually our allies, all the stormtrooper guards.
Yeah, they're fine at the moment.
They're fine.
Okay. Am I still locked in a cell?
You are currently, yes.
Cool.
So luckily, there's your whole turn to hopefully someone gets.
Oh yes, someone will get me before I can go. I hope.
Yeah, no. Ashley is immediately turning around with this power armor and punching the room just to break it.
Well, we'll come around to you in a moment. So, all of you notice that suddenly from the crack in the center of the room, this rift, a bunch of hands.
Absolutely not. No.
Dark,
Absolutely not.
darkened hands as the rift begins to widen and these demon creatures crawl out of it, and there's about 24 of them.
I don't need like 24 cousin its. What the fuck?
No. Sorry. Like I said, the hands came out first and kind of pulled themselves through, but they are basically about like 4 foot, completely like shadowy skin, horns, red eyes,
Imagine if the Heartless
long
from
teeth.
from Kingdom Hearts.
The
what from
Heartless.
Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah. The Heartless.
Oh,
yeah. That sounds very similar.
Yeah. So, and you see
I was
behind.
Like, I was like sitting there like I called them the right thing, right? It's
Yeah,
been a hot second since I
And
played a
then,
Kingdom Hearts game.
through the
I say
rift
play.
behind,
Watch my brother play because those were
through the
not
rift behind them.
multiplayer
You
games.
also see like smoke and flame coming through. As these things crawl out, and they just kind of head in all directions. And let me see who's all in the area. So they're going to attack Arachne, Marion, and Lagoon Lass.
That is rude.
I was gonna say Marion and Lagoon Lass. I'm going to give you a circumstance bonus since you've got these armors on. Yeah, I rolled real good.
Sorry, can you repeat what you just said?
Oh, I was giving you a bonus to having your armor on, but these things are. I rolled a nat 20.
No, he'll give me a bonus. No.
No, how about this? I'm gonna throw a hero point at you to make you re-roll. You don't get a nat 20.
Is that a
Nat
thing?
20 for you.
You know what? I'll say it wasn't a nat 20. But these things, I'm gonna say that they fine. They don't go for you, Lagoon Lass. Then they pile upon Marion and tear her out of the armor, though.
Oh no.
Oopsie!
Oops.
I don't know. If
And for that matter, they tear Isaac out of his armor as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that guy.
Yeah. Isaac did things?
No,
he's
just
in
dancing
the
like
he's in the
stupid.
initiative.
Good.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna ask if he didn't start helping, I'd be like, "What the fuck? You brought us here."
So yeah, basically the only person left in
He's
an
in on
armor
it.
now is Lagoon Lass for the moment. Luckily they didn't hurt you, but they just tore you through their tearing you out of the armor. You were able to escape unscathed, luckily. Arachne, it is your turn now.
Okie dokie. I don't give a shit about literally anything else going on in this room. I am going to move myself back to the cell in question, and she's just going to attempt to grab and bite her.
All right. Is that they're gonna roll for that then?
Yeah.
And then it's a linked damage and affliction, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It certainly is. Okay.
All right.
Ooh, okay. That is a 29 to hit.
All right, 29. That definitely hits. What am I rolling against?
DC 23 for the damage.
Okay.
It does have multi-attack on it in case that matters.
Yeah, that does help. That does matter. So, so that bumps it up to.
It depends on how much it beats it by.
Beat it by a lot.
Then +5, so 28.
Wait, sorry, you had 29, so you beat it by 9.
Okay, then it's 25.
25. Okay, and then what am I rolling for the affliction?
The DC for it's fortitude. I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. Fortitude. DC is 18.
All right, so you grab onto her and you're able to get a good solid bite, and she screams out in pain and throws you off of her, and you can see your venom kind of somewhat seeping into her, but it doesn't look like it's spreading. Like you see her kind of using her magic to kind of stay it for at least the moment.
Okay. For the record, the venom is incurable.
Cumulative, incurable. I know.
Not cumulative, progressive.
Oh, progressive. Oh, okay.
Yes. Oh, hold on. Wait.
All right.
Okay, and it did work. Sorry, it's also unreliable. So.
Oh, right. I forgot. All right. So you ran up to her. You attacked her. Are you doing anything else with your turn?
No. Normally she would move away then, but she's out of her mind right now. So.
All right. Let me see. What is your dodge plus 10?
24.
24. All right. I want you to roll a. Sorry, I was thinking this backwards. Roll me a dodge resistance. or dodge check, I guess realistically.
Oh, no, I have to reroll that. It didn't actually come out of the tower. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Do, 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 do. 26.
All right. You feel some energy as someone, you look over and you realize that the king has reached out with some magical energy of his own and tried to like pull you away, but it doesn't seem to have been strong enough to in your rage,
Hypocrite.
to get a whole grab on
Yeah.
you.
She will look at him and go, "Idiot man, I will eat you next."
God, that seems like the amount of paperwork.
And yeah, no, she's literally like, you've seen Arachne like fighting before. You've seen her doing her intimidation thing. Some of you have even caught glimpses of her, eating.
Yeah.
She's insane right now. Like feral is a good, like, you're not sure that if she looks at you, she would recognize you.
All right. Lagoon Lass, it's your turn.
So
Also the king made put some more distance between him and you.
He doesn't want to get eaten because I said that in his language in perfect like
Can I ask something? This wouldn't be for my turn. Do I recognize this from the book that I was given? This woman.
That's up to Wiki. I don't know.
You can probably after seeing the reaction, you can probably infer that yes, that this is who.
And I also, because I have total recall. So I was like, I will use my eidetic memory to get your tragic backstory.
Yeah, this is the person who cursed her and has cursed her through the ages. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Lagoon Lass, it's your turn.
Go off, Queen.
So, in my own head, I feel like Ignite is behind Ashley, and this encounter that Arachne is having is across the circle.
Precisely what I was thinking. With the rift in between the two of you, for sure.
Yes, perfect. Okay, great. And so, with that coordinate in my head, where is the king in relation to the rift and in between?
If the cell where Arachne is your 12 o'clock, he would be at 2 o'clock.
Okay. And because of the years spent with Arachne, I feel like at some point, because she's had to share her tragic backstory of killing things to survive, and those things ended up being her friends. She knows and understands what the fuck is happening to Arachne right now, and she is just I know I've seen your rages before, and this one is different. I have to help you, and so I am I power stunting to do the two actions because I want to make sure she is turning around and slamming full on activating whatever the hell this machine is on her, breaking this rune, and then blasting herself across the room.
Okay.
To tackle the king. Okay.
All right. So that sounds like kind of a charge and a standard action to do both of those. So you basically, I'll let you do this with a -2 to the attack check then, and that's you don't have to use any extra effort or anything. Ignite, when the rune goes down and the energy dissipates from your cell, you can feel that you can connect to the flame energy again, but you do still feel the pull of this rift against you.
Okay.
All right, Lagoon Lass, what would you roll?
I don't know what I would be adding.
I was thinking unarmed attack, I guess.
Both. Okay, so then that is a dirty 20. Yes.
All right. No. All right. So he just barely dodges out of the way. I'll say that you
Yeah. No. She absolutely screamed Arachne's name to just out of the chaos of the moment, and so I'm sure that gave him the microsecond he needed.
How would you like to make a deal?
Uh-oh.
I will say that you caught him with your arm and clotheslined him, and he'll have to roll a toughness check against that. But you slam this armor into the wall, and it's gonna you're gonna have to like get out of it, basically.
Out of it.
Yeah, the armor breaks from the
honestly,
attempt.
that was part of my intent.
Perfect.
Yeah, no,
All right, cool.
What she's doing in the armor, so it's going to rip it to
Yeah.
pieces in this moment.
Yeah, all
Get
right.
her
So
boyfriend out of the cell and take Spider Mommy. Like that's where she's at.
all right. So yeah, you caught him, and I'll roll. What's the DC on your unarmed attack?
My brain just fried on me. What would that be?
I feel
Should be in
that.
your I think it should be in your offenses.
Yeah, it should be under our.
Is it not? Here, let me see if I have a copy.
No, there it is. It's just +4, so my DC is 19. There we go.
Okay, so I'll up it. We'll up it to 20 because you're wearing the armor. You know, you got some extra power boost behind you.
Yeah.
Boom! You crack him across the face. He's not out, but he looks like he just got punched in the face with a metal hand. You crash into the wall, and you hear like pew as the armor powers down, and you're able to like scramble out of it.
The wetness just makes it easy to slip off.
Yeah. Do you do anything else? I guess the real question is if you want to do any extra effort or any free actions. Really, you scream Arachne's name, that doesn't count for anything.
Actually, yeah, because I came into this being like I'm willing to spend a hero point, so I am still willing to spend a hero point to do the extra effort action, and she's going to yank water from this crack and slam him in the face with it.
Okay. Yeah. Roll that as a water attack, or whatever the equivalent would be on your sheet.
Yeah.
And fuck this guy in particular.
Yeah. 19. Wait. Yeah.
All right. So that is unfortunately going to miss him then.
Okay, that's fine. That is just fine.
He wobbles, but he sees this. He gets his bearings just in time for the water to like put himself against the wall to avoid it.
Yeah.
And all right. And at this point, it's Mistress Arcadia's turn.
Boo.
And she says, "Hello, Arachne. It's been a long time." I'll say I always thought I would get you over to our side this time around. But I knew that, or part of me knew that there was no chance of that. The master would love to have you under her control, though. Cat got your tongue?
I'm sorry. I was just envisioning your carcass wrapped in my webs. What were you saying?
That's fine. We'll just do this all over again. But the rift doesn't die with me, but you might. And she swirls her hands and throws some more magical energy at you. And does a 28 hit. I forget what your dodge plus 10, I should say.
Yeah.
All right, so roll a toughness check then.
Cool, I'm good at this. It's not terrible, 19.
19. All right, so you take this blast of magical energy that sears you across the side. And if it's 19, you're going to take a -1 and you are dazed.
Cool.
And sorry, y'all, I meant to mark this at the beginning of initiative. What is everyone's hero point check?
Now I'm at 2.
2, 2, 2. And what about you, Arachne?
I think Wiki has them all right now. Yeah.
Arachne's gonna murder somebody.
All right.
I know. Wiki about to pull up some shit. I can't wait.
Wiki understood that this might happen.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right.
Your hero points are responsible for this woman's murder.
And then she takes a moment and she slams her hands against. Mistress Arcadia slams her hands against the ground, and you see crackles of energy go from her hands to the 3 remaining armored figures, and they're enveloped for a moment in kind of a purple glow. And then they all seem to kind of go limp and then slowly rise up.
Oh, I don't like this.
And they continue to have this kind of pinkish, purplish glow about them. And it's actually their turn.
Arachne, stop her from doing that. We have demons and now powered suits. Stop her.
And I think, at this point, we've got. I was saying, all 3 are gonna focus fire on Arachne and Lagoon Lass. So,
Shit.
okay.
Unfortunately, that makes sense.
Look.
Lagoon Lass, what is your dodge plus 10?
I think it's 19. Yeah, 19.
All right. So, Arachne, you're able to skitter back and forth just because you mentioned earlier what yours was,
Yes.
and avoid these blasts of pulsing energy from the power suits. Lagoon Lass, you unfortunately do not, so you're going to want to roll a toughness check.
That's fair. No. Okay. 15.
15. All right. You're going to take a -1, and you're going to be dazed next turn, unless you use a hero point against it. And the power armors then fly towards you, kind of getting into the halfway point between you and the rift. Marion, it's your turn. Remember, you and Isaac have been torn out of your suits by the demons.
Yes. So I'm assuming no one's under the impression I'm an actual guard now, right?
No. But to be fair, there's only 3 guards and the king in this room, and 3 of the 3 guards seem mentally preoccupied, let's say.
They're the ones shooting at Arachne, right?
And seemingly under mind control.
Oh, yes. Okay. On Starry Guards, I'm gonna use Zentar's Lightning Storm on
All right.
you.
What is that?
Which is multi-attack. So
all right. How many are you attacking?
You said there were 3 of them, right?
Yep, 3 of the guards and 24 of the demons.
Okay, I'm gonna try to go after the 3 guards right now.
All right. So you're gonna roll 3 rolls with each with a -3 on it then.
Okay, and so it's damage 10. Is that the modifier?
No, the modifier would be either in your skills or on your offenses.
Okay.
It would have a plus sign next to it.
Double. Oh, there it is. It is 10, but for a different reason.
So
But
it
for
would
different
be
reasons.
so the modifier would be 7 now.
Yeah.
And I'll
It
just
just
let you know-
happened to be
I'll just
10.
let you
It had nothing
here,
to do with the other fact.
Just to simplify things, if you're trying to hit the guards, you're trying to hit 20.
Try to get 20 overall.
20 is what you got to get to hit them.
Okay.
So let me know what your overall is with the.
Okay. You said 7 was the modifier now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, the first one was 24 overall.
Okay.
I'm just going to assume the second one doesn't hit, but I'll try. It does not. That's 16.
All right.
And that other one also does not hit because it's an 8.
All right. So one of them
got
hits.
one. I tried.
And what's the DC on that?
The DC is 25.
Nope. And boom, you take a huge chunk out of this armor and you can see it kind of fritzing. But this guy does not go down.
Okay.
So give me 1 second. Alrighty. Do you do anything else with your turn?
Not for right now.
All right. Isaac jumps in front of you and pulls out his sword and slashes at some of the demons in the immediate vicinity to kind of create a little more space between y'all and them.
Okay. Hey, did something useful. Good job.
And Ignite, it's your turn.
Okay. So I'm able to exit the cell, correct?
Yep, and you do again. You have you're not fired up right now, but you have access to the fire.
Okay. The draw of the rift, is that giving me any mechanical deficits?
No mechanical penalty at the moment.
Okay. So
I'm just letting you know you feel the connection with it.
right. Oliver's just gonna look at Lagoon Lass God, I love you, and just rush at the nearest enemy.
All right, so she had what you had kind of tackled towards Arachne, right? And the king and the Mistress Arcadia and the power armor. I'm just thinking like you're in that general area. So you flame on, you rush towards it. So are you attacking the king? Or are you attacking the power armors, Mistress Arcadia? You kind of have any of them are within range.
Is the king within range?
Yeah.
I'm going for the king. The prophecy is true, motherfucker.
All right, roll an
and
attack.
I'm gonna use 5 points of all-out attack and 5 points of power attack.
All right, so leaving your defenses lowered in exchange.
My
for
dodge
this,
and parry are low anyways. I'm tough.
Hey, I'm just letting you know.
Nat 20. Let's go.
Okay, so you already got
Yes.
the power attack, which gave you gave you the +5.
So
And you want to use the nat 20?
The power of love gave you a nat 20.
Yeah,
The power of love.
The power of love. Can you
So
feel
DC
it?
is 35.
All right. Give me a second here to mark this. And so what were you attacking him with? I'm sorry. Like a flame energy or a sword or sword. You bring the sword down on him and he throws up a little bit of magical energy that absorbs some of it, but your blade rings true and slashes through it, scarring and burning across his arms and chest where he had been blocking. And he is still standing, but he is seared and smoking and grabbing at his wounds and wavering a little bit in his stance.
Hell yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting a knock on my door. I'll be back in just a second, but that's my turn.
Perfect timing then. That being said, more of the demons begin to crawl through the rift, and they run up and they try to attack. Honestly, there's enough of them at this point. They're trying to attack all of y'all. I'm gonna go with 3 y'all just because Callan's not here at the moment.
I feel like I'm affecting you. Now
Look, he's
all
back
y'all.
just in time to get attacked.
I say that all the time. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. More demons crawled out of the rift, and everyone's getting attacked right now.
Ooh, fun.
No, I should say I was like I'm rubbing off on you if you're saying all y'all.
I say y'all all the time, and I have
I say
since I
y'all all
was a
the time.
child.
Okay, but all y'all is pretty southern,
It is
That's
pretty
fair.
southern.
That's fair.
and
It
it's
is
something I
obnoxiously
say.
southern. Like,
But
It
it is
really
something I say, and I've known you for over a decade, so I'm taking credit for that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I
remember the first time I experienced that down here, and ooh, yeah.
Is there anyone here whose dodge +10 is below 18?
Anyone got below 18?
I
is
mean,
that what you said?
Yeah.
with the trade-off of all-out attack and power attack,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. All right. So Lagoon Lass, you're able to create like a little bit of a water barrier. Arachne, you're able to skitter around these demons and avoid their swipes. Ignite and Marion, you do get swiped at. So
Rude.
roll a toughness check. Luckily, your toughness is not impacted by your all-out attack, right? Am I right on that, Wiki?
Say that again.
All-out attack only affects your active defenses, not toughness, right?
Correct.
Okay, I was 99% certain, but I doubted for a second.
24 overall.
24, dang. Okay.
I rolled well.
Yep. And what was yours?
I also rolled
31.
well.
All right. Yeah, these things
You're rolling well is different than my rolling well.
These things slice at you guys, and you do get scratched up a bit, but nothing, no deep wounds.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of staying just ahead enough to avoid anything grievous. Unfortunately, a few of them claw into Isaac's back and send him down to a knee for a moment, and then he swings the sword around to get them off of him. And then Arachne, it's your turn.
All right. So on the poison, it affects stamina, by the way.
Okay. Does
so
that read?
that's
gonna be on her turn. She rolls that, right?
It'll be on her turn.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, if she failed, it will reduce her stamina by 1.
Okay, good to know.
Each time she fails.
Okay, good to know.
Once she doesn't fail, the poison stops there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it's fortitude, right?
The resistance check is fortitude.
Oh, okay.
What it affects is stamina.
Right. Yeah.
So,
What a deliciously evil power.
yeah, well, you know,
Yeah,
spider.
it's fitting. It's fitting.
I'm guessing stamina affects your fortitude, and that's why it's evil.
Fortitude and
stamina
toughness.
and toughness,
Oh,
because
That
it's
is
literally liquefying you.
Yeah, it's poisoning her in the worst
Yeah,
way.
it's-
So, sorry, what are you doing with your turn?
We're just going to try to bite her again. I mean,
Going for her again? Okay.
yeah. We're attempting to rip her head off.
Okay.
No, she literally tunnel vision.
Okay. All right.
This is okay. Let's try that again. Thanks.
Arachne sees one color, and it's red.
Yes. 21 to hit.
21 hits, and this is the bite, so it's the linked again, right?
Yes. Multi-attack if it matters.
With 21, no, it would not make a
Okay.
difference in this
So
case.
23 is the DC on the damage.
Okay. And what's the DC on the bite?
So 18 on the bite.
Okay, with her -1 from before, right? Or yeah, you got it.
No, it's fortitude. She doesn't need to do them at -1 on the. Well, yeah, the stamina damage from the first.
Oh,
one.
yeah. Okay, yeah. So, and sorry, what was the DC again?
18.
18. Okay, she does make that then.
Okay, so that one won't affect her, but she still has the
The existing
first
one.
bite. Yes.
Yeah, just barely cleared it this time.
And I got a stack and a half of hero points. I'm going to spend one to do it again.
I figured that was the case. I'll just let you know you're trying to you're trying to hit a 20 is your target number for the
Okay, that
20?
is a natural 20.
Hell yeah!
For a
We're
total
hitting
of
all the
30.
nat 20s tonight.
Okay.
For a total of 30. I know that's got to affect multi-attack.
Yep.
Is that plus by 10?
Yep. Oh, sorry, plus by 10. Yes, yeah.
Okay, that makes the DC for the damage 33.
All right. So I also rolled a 20.
Oh, of course.
But with it being 33 and the damage that she already took, it still is going to hit her. So that's another -1 to that.
Okay.
And then what's the
18.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
It's still 18 because it's not affected by the critical.
Right. Okay. I rolled another 20. I shit you not.
Oh, that's fine. That's
We
fine.
are a group of 20s.
But something tells me that's my last of them though. Good choice to grab 2 different dice that time though.
Yeah.
But yeah, you bite into her and she's still like wailing in pain. Like, and she's basically like I'm going to say that she kind of like used almost like a jet stream of magical energy to force you, like hit you against the ceiling and then you drop down. Again, you're not hurt by it, but like that's how she got you off of her.
You took everything from me. Forever.
She spits
You
out
even
some
took
blood.
my ability to cry about it. And now I am going to end you. And she's just
clearly in a frenzy.
yeah. She was feral and now she's tasted blood. The blood of the person she hates most in creation.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's gone full frenzy. Yeah. There is nothing human about her right now.
And regardless of if you understand what she's saying or not, like if you're in the state to really mince words out of the statement, she spits blood on the ground, wavering. And I would say that Ignite and Lagoon Lass are close enough to hear this and says, "You can do whatever you want to me. We'll just do this dance all over again. But so long as you and your friends remain on the mortal plane, the rift will never close. I knew you'd be drawn here."
I didn't hear that, right?
Correct, you did not. So long as the four of you are all on this side, that rift will remain open and the hellspawn will flow through. Sorry, I said 4, the 5 of you.
Oh, right, Isaac.
Yeah, Isaac's Isaac's
Oh
also.
yeah,
He's
he's
fucking
here.
sick. No wonder he had to come back to London to get our asses. Man, leader of the.
Look, he's bad
He's a
against
legit-
everything else.
he's a
but
logistics guy.
You put him in front of a vampire, he's got that. Anything else, no, he's got to call in the cavalry.
Okay.
What?
Sorry. I
Oh.
was rolling something for my own
Amusement.
no, for my own to figure out what she was going to do with that information.
Oh, okay. And then the king stumbles up. Ignite, you just attacked him, so he is going to basically back up and gather up some magical energy and blast it at you. But then you notice that he kind of putters out, and you see the energy leaves from him and starts heading towards the rift. And you can see, and he begins to fall to his knees, kind of like the other people inside the cell.
Damn it, nobody ever attacks me in melee.
And yeah, I'm gonna say that he looks like he is like weakening on the ground, and you just see the energy flowing off of him towards the rift.
Well, that's not good.
Lagoon Lass, it's your turn.
Okay. Do not like that conversation whatsoever, and gonna have to put a pin in it for a second because there are far too many fucking demons in this room. I didn't even realize these things were real. This is stupid. Oh.
Also,
I was assuming that any conversation happening between Arachne and Arcadia is in Greek. Possibly ancient Greek.
I guess.
I was making that assumption. That's up to you. That's what language she is speaking to her.
Yeah, no, I'm assuming that she's not meeting you at your at where you're coming from.
Where I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's speaking English because that's what she's been speaking since she came in here.
Okay.
So I don't know why I'm showing my notepad. Actually, I heard Arcadia say, like, the four of you are all on this side of the mortal plane. The rift stays open. Like, she's like, I'm putting a pin in that bullshit. Like, demons are apparently real, and this is stupid. And so, again, hydrokinesis.
Okay.
But
so at this point, there are about 30 of these demons.
That's kind of what I have written down. So I want to power stunt it into multi-attack because she wants to hit as many as possible.
Okay.
To
sure.
Essentially stun as many of them. She's not really trying to kill. Just like fucking stop moving. This is too much.
I actually
can
I suggest something real quick? Team attacks are a thing, right?
Mm-hmm. They are a thing. Yeah.
I don't know if team multi-attacks are though. I don't think technically.
Okay. I was gonna say if you wanted to hold, we could both use a hero point and do like a team AOE attack. You
know what? I'm here for like the fire and water aspect of it. I will like hold my action to do the team attack. Just like
steam them up real good. You can eat them after.
Sorry, what?
I said steam them up real good. You can eat them after.
Nummies.
Yeah, you never had fried demon leg?
Also, you did your Ignite say the L word for the first time, so
yeah,
there's also that.
Like she's just like, this has to stop now because there's a more important conversation to be having.
Yep.
And this ain't it.
She's moving past that right now.
Yeah.
She's putting pins in a lot of conversations right now.
the giant fucking demons.
All right, Arachne, roll a dodge check.
20.
All right. And
way too long to do that math.
Roll a will check.
Welcome to my life.
27.
Oh, damn. Damn. I say I really don't know what your defenses are. You're rolling really well. Is that also what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay. She essentially tried to get like a psychic telekinetic hold on you, but you broke free of it. So she scampers away to the other side of the rift where Marion and Isaac are. And I got to roll that.
Oh God, she's by me now.
18.
18. All right, she is able to resist the poison.
Okay.
Does that mean she's no longer having to make those resistance checks? Or
she no longer has to make it. It
Okay.
will not get worse, but she does not get back what she lost.
Right. That makes sense. Okay. And then the armor guys all turn on you, Ignite. And you know what? Two of them roll up to you and try to grab you by the arms.
I have reactive damage because of my
Alright.
flame armor.
Yep. What's the DC on that?
20.
Like, let Khaled do the cool thing.
I've never gotten to use this reactive damage before.
Everyone looked at the fire dude and went, I'm not touching that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In their stupor, they both grab onto you, and you can see that their armor is beginning to flame and sear, but they aren't letting go. Mostly because it seems that they aren't like. Let me put it this way: a normal person would be like, "Oh no, this is dangerous." These mind-controlled fucks are like, whatever.
Oh no.
But they've got we'll say that they've got a hold of you, but that's it. They're not actually doing anything yet. And then Marion, it's your turn.
Okay. What are the guards are like holding Ignite now, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, well he's pretty good with those. And how many demons are here now?
Well, they were holding their attack, so there's 30 still.
Yeah, we're gonna do an attack.
And I guess just to double check, who here has takedown 2 or takedown 1 on their advantages?
I do not believe I have it on this character.
Nope.
No, I have interpose.
Okay.
I also have interpose.
A reminder then that you can use a hero point to stunt an advantage.
Oh,
Okay, I'm doing that.
Didn't know that.
I'm using a hero point to take an advantage. So I'll still have 1 after this, and I'm gonna take down 2. And I will go for one of them and do the Zentar's Lightning Storm again.
All right, go for it. I'll let you know that you're
Okay.
trying to hit an 18.
Gonna use that other hero point to reroll.
All right, so you're at 0. And what is everybody else? What is everybody else?
For the record, I rolled a 2.
Rip.
Yeah.
2 for Ignite. Lagoon Lass, how many hero points?
Oh, I'm at 2 still.
2 still, and 4 for Arachne. Okay. And then, what is your reroll now?
I haven't rolled yet.
Oh, okay.
Rolled so I rolled a 10. How does it work with the?
It's anything 10 or below, you get the extra 10. So
Okay.
So
then
that's
I would
an unnatural
12.
20.
Yeah, it would be unnatural 20.
Yeah, so that definitely is going to hit.
Great.
Doesn't even have to add your modifier. And what's the DC on the Centaur's Lightning?
25.
You sear through one of these demons and basically eviscerate it with lightning strikes.
Great.
Just like a series of lightning tears it apart.
Would like to go after the other.
All right.
And I've taken takedown 2. Is that only for this?
Well,
this
actually,
round?
sorry, say that again.
I've
that's
taken
only for this round. Correct.
Yes. Okay.
And I guess actually, I'm just going to check. What is your modifier on the Centaur's Lightning?
I hit the plus 10 DC 25.
Okay. So in that case, then, for simplicity's sake, since I assume your intention is to just keep doing takedown until
Yes.
yeah. So I'm going to let you just take 10 on the roll, which means you're going to hit.
Okay.
And I'm just going to roll the toughest checks to see how many of these things you get, or when you
That
stop
works for
hitting
me
them.
because I'm gonna sit there and try to destroy all of them one by one.
Okay.
Is that not so interesting? Does that sound boring to you for some reason?
Rolling more dice sounds way more fun, in my opinion.
All right, you're able to take down 10 of them.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
Putting us down. There are 20 demons remaining. So I guess just for the lay of the land, you got 20 demons, 3 of the armor guys, and Mistress Arcadia. And then, Marion, if that's everything you're doing for your turn.
Yeah. Well, did we say Mistress Arcadia is now near me?
Correct. Yeah, near you.
I'm moving away from her because I don't trust Arachne to not to get friendly fire
in her bloodlust.
Yeah. So I'm away from that.
All right.
Probably smart.
Situation. And I'm just moving away from that. A part of me, I feel like what I would actually do is grab Isaac, but I don't think I can move him.
You can't. Isaac actually, seeing that you're moving out of the way, goes to attack Mistress Arcadia, slices her, and she seems hurt by it, but then she immediately grabs him by the throat and starts lifting him.
This is why I moved away. Why, my dude?
This is why.
Hey, to be fair, he did tell Arachne earlier that she was fair game and that he understood why.
Yeah, fair game for her.
She's not exactly an ally at the moment. It's not like...
No, I just don't get in Arachne's way right now is my vibe.
All right, Ignite.
I don't know what you mean.
It's your turn, so it sounds like you and
sure.
And Lagoon Lass are going to do an area effect. Whoever has the higher modifier, or no, it's an area effect. So, yeah, wait, how does this work?
I don't know. I don't know how this works. I don't know.
I didn't know
it's power. Team attack is power level based, or not power level, but the power, whatever your
effect modifier.
No, so if you have damage, if somebody is using a damage 6 power, the other person also has to use a power that is within, I think it's 2 ranks.
Sounds about right.
Of that 6.
Okay, yeah, that part I was familiar with. It's really the fact that it's an area effect that's throwing me off a little bit. Because they would all just roll. They would have to roll a dodge resistance first, basically.
Would we roll the lowest DC, or do we want to use just the lowest DC out of the 2 of us? Or
no, it's not a problem for it to be the higher one. I'm just saying. So normally with a team attack, I'm just thinking if it was a normal modifier roll, you would both roll, and then it would. Sorry, Joe. You were saying.
So I was thinking, I was seeing this differently in my head. I guess it was kind of more like the team up attacks from the old MCU games. That one person's going first, and that helps trigger the next action. And so that's why I held my action to do the hydrokinesis to stun everyone, and then that opens up him to get the hits with fire. So you have a wave of water, then a wave of fire.
Then in that case, let me have you both roll whatever your normal attack would be, if you were doing a ranged attack.
I don't have area.
No, you're not doing. I'm not saying not an area attack. I'm saying a ranged attack.
Okay, I have my this is a question I don't think has actually had to come up yet. When I'm in my armor, I can still use. Can I still use powers that are not part of my armor?
Yeah.
Okay. So I can use my ranged attack spear.
Yeah, because it's part of your. It's part of your fire.
Yeah, but it's not part of my armor. It's just it's a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's just how the character sheet has it, but the narrative is that you're forming it from your fire.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So
yeah. So it sounds like Joe, let's get your roll first, whatever your total was. 17. Okay. And Ignite?
22.
22. All right. And then what are your DCs respectively normally?
25.
25 and 27. I don't feel like doing a lot of thinking right now, and this sounds really cool, so we're just going to say it's a DC 29. So, a bump up.
That's what I would do. That's how I would handle it, is just increase the DC.
Yeah.
It's just something cool.
And
rule of cool.
This hydrokinesis wave rushes out at them, stunning a bunch of them and leaving them not frozen per se, but moving slowly. through like almost like they're stuck in the bile kind of thing. And then Ignite just snap. Flames jut out from below, igniting it like oil, and sending a bunch of these demons flaming. And we're gonna say you hit another 10 of them then.
Okay.
Love it.
And did we had to use a hero point for that or no?
No, that's a normal team attack is just a normal thing.
Can I use a hero point then to do an extra action?
Absolutely.
Cool. I have how many guys on me?
Well, you've got, in terms of enemies left that are nearby, there's 10 demons and 3 of the armored guys.
Right. How many of the armored guys were trying to grab me?
Oh, right. 2 of them were grabbing you.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna use my sword to slash out at one of them
All right, go for it.
with 5 points of all-out attack and 5 points of power attack. Because why the fuck not?
All right.
All right. Well, it's not a net 20, which is disappointing, but it's still good.
Okay.
So it is a 23.
That hits DC.
DC would be 30 because I'm adding 5 to that, right? Yeah.
Yep. All right. You're able to break their grasp and slice one of them down. Your flame just cutting through the armor into his body and sending him tumbling to the ground. All right. Is that everything for your turn then?
That'll be it.
The remaining demons, seeing what the 2 of you just did, are going to focus their attacks then on Lagoon Lass and Ignite.
Really?
You're
Yeah.
like, oh my god, they're turning us into food.
And does what are your parry plus 10s?
19.
I take a -5 to that, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Alex.
Correct.
13.
Hey, Alexander Thomas. Then you are going to get hit. Lagoon Lash, you're able to dodge out of the way. Maybe almost kind of like back to back at this point with Ignite, who takes the attack. So roll a toughness check.
Oh no.
Ignite.
Rolling toughness.
Yeah, I know, right?
24.
Whatever will I do?
24. Yeah, these demons are slashing at you, but your flames are pretty much burning them away as they try.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask about reactive flame damage against demons.
Yeah.
That would be ridiculous.
Again, your fire burns hotter than most, so you do kind of hurt them, but enough to make them back up. And then Arachne, it's your turn again.
Okay, so the first thing is that you will all notice a slight change in her demeanor as she her eyes kind of dart around the room after what Arcadia said. Her eyes kind of dart around the room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to spend a hero point to purchase power attack.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
We are going to power attack at +5.
Okay.
And we are going to move to Arcadia
All right.
and attempt to. Whoops. $27 to hit.
All right, that hits. And what kind of attack is this? Yeah, I don't even.
This is the bite attack again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's the only thing she really has as a physical attack that
That's fun.
does damage.
Yeah.
So
27
20
is not a difference of 10.
it's a difference of
7.
so 25 is the DC.
Okay. All right, and then the bite was 18, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, yeah, it goes off. It's fine.
And so yeah, she did fail she fell by 1 for the bite. And
Okay.
for the damage, she
It's
is
1 to stamina immediately.
Okay.
The
And-
damage DC was 25.
And you can feel the bite go deeper than it has previously, and she's losing a lot of blood as she pushes you off, but much more weaker than before, and she's staggering
Mhm.
as she's bleeding freely.
I actually have fast grab, and I'm going to use it this time.
All right.
The DC is 15 strength check.
Wait, oh, sorry. DC 15 strength check.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you've got a solid hold on her because I rolled. She only has strength of 1, and I rolled a 7. So
Okay. In that case, Arachne is going to look at Marion.
Hey, what up?
Because she knows you're the only one who understands of the group, that you're the only one that understands the local language. She's going to speak to you in that. I'm sorry, and I may or may not see you again. And she is going to drag Arcadia with her, because I have moved by action, through the portal.
all right, and there's just a brief moment where you're all kind of in shock. Marion, you meet eyes with Isaac.
Yeah.
Who gives you a bit of a smile before he dives through the rift as well as it closes.
Are we supposed to be going in there? What's happening?
And you see the rift is beginning to crease and close.
Wait, who's going to be in charge of House Van Helsing?
Oh God!
Oh, God.
I was saying it has not closed yet.
Oh, are we
to
supposed
be
to
clear.
dive through?
I'm just letting you know it's closing. It hasn't closed. It sounded like y'all were trying to make decisions.
I look at the other two. I go, "Are we going?"
If this is, there is no conversation. Lagoon Lass is already running towards the rift.
Well, all right, I guess we're going. That's what the man did.
All right, if that's
I'm
the
glad I
case,
brought my books with me.
Discussion. Arachne already went through, and fucking Isaac, whatever. But Arachne went through, so she's booking it.
I guess I'm running too.
I want
If
you
Lagoon
all
Lass
to
is going,
make.
Ignite's following. He's not letting her go alone.
I want
Yeah.
you all to make a dodge check then. Sorry,
Wait, I'm
by
not
all
good
of you. I
at
mean,
that.
sorry. Ignite, Marion, and Lagoon Lass make a dodge check. Sorry, I should have been clear.
Okay.
It's gonna determine
Dirty
whether
20.
Oh no.
Sorry, what was that?
Dirty 20,
Okay.
unnatural 20. Sorry.
Yeah, either way.
28.
Okay.
17. Look, I rolled well at least. I only have a 3 to that right now.
So, Marion, you follow after Isaac. Lagoon Lass, you're just moments behind. As Ignite, you're cutting through the remaining 2 power armor guys and the swath of demons that are beginning to descend on you.
Oh, no.
Because
Don't you tell me I don't get there, RC.
as you run to the rift and you get your hand right up to it as it closes in front of you.
Can I use the hero point?
And you just scream out, and a jet of fire escapes from you,
Oh yeah.
eviscerating the demons in your vicinity, destroying the magical cells, and rocking the entire facility.
Oh, no.
I
He's
am
going
going
his own
to
solo
kill
quest to bring it to hell to find all of us.
Sorry, wait. I want to hear what did you say, Lagoon Lass? Or Joe?
I feel like Ignite needs to go on his own solo adventure to break it to hell to get to all of us.
RC, you.
And Ignite, what did you say when what you were saying? You were saying something that I couldn't hear both of you at the same time.
I am going to kill everything that remains here until someone gives me some answers.
We were saving these people for the record.
That was technically your mission, was to free and save the magic people in Dolarzara.
I assume
Fine,
he
don't
meant
save
like
the
the
magic people.
fascists. He
I
was
mean
going
the
to kill the
fascists.
fascists.
That's fair.
The majority of the people here are the people we were trying to save.
Yeah.
This kingdom is about to become Camelot 2 unless someone gives me some
Electric
answers.
Boogaloo.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the portal, Lagoon Lass, you have your hand out to where the portal had just been in front of you a moment ago,
Oh,
and you
no.
saw
Oh God, it's
Ignite
River the
through it
Doctor. Or
as
Rose
it
and the
closed.
Doctor.
And you feel Isaac's hand on your shoulder as you turn around.
Can she just
and
turn around and punch him? She doesn't know who it is. She should turn around and punch whoever just touched
and
her.
he catches your fist and says, it's me. As you all turn around, and you basically are seeing a large cavernous area filled with lava. And you see hordes of these demons in the distance, and there's inexplicably lightning and thunder in the distance in this cavern.
Well, at least I have my books with me.
So
Oh,
I
Wait,
guess
you
why
have
are
my
we here?
motorcycle.
I assume we brought the bag with us.
Yeah, you absolutely have a
probably
bag
on your
with you.
back.
So,
But that
you
means
have
he
my
doesn't have his
motorcycle,
motorcycle.
Rachel.
We have it.
Yes, we have a motor. I have your motorcycle.
We
No,
took everything from
So,
him.
wait, Ignite has in this day, in all of a span of 10 seconds, lost his only friend,
Yeah,
his boss, his girlfriend,
yeah. And his ride.
and his motorcycle.
And his whip.
Everything he loves is gone.
Literally everything he
And-
loves is gone, and he is left with himself.
And he is in a foreign country on
I'm
enemy.
sorry. If I
enemy
would have thought about the
territory.
motorcycle, I would have like thrown it to you or something.
No, this is so much better.
And
RC, we better be doing a solo adventure.
and Isaac looks at the gathered group of you and says, when she grabbed me, I saw the real vision of what's coming. And I just think you should all know we're going to make it back. And we just gave the Earth a fighting chance.
Do we know anything
This
about
is
Ignite?
farther
His-
from home than I was before, Isaac. This was not the
His-
deal.
What
Is
about Oliver?
Arcadia still alive?
Is Arcadia still alive? Barely.
She
you're
is
kind of
not
crushing.
anymore.
I was assuming you were crushing her.
Well, I don't really have a strength score, so I'm just going to keep tearing into her until she's no longer alive.
Yeah, I feel
And
like in
right
the
before-
background it's just Arachne like doing that like creepy spider like huddled
That-
over and like
Yeah. And right before she takes her final breath of this life, because I don't know what her deal is. She always shows up. She will hear, "You will never get anything that you want as long as I still exist." And then she will die.
And you feel the life drain. You see the life drain from her eyes. And Isaac looks at you, Arachne, and nods solemnly, acknowledging you did the right thing. All right, team. Let's figure out how to get the hell out of here.
I feel like team is a strong word for you to use. with
Didn't
this
someone also
situation.
ask the question of what about Oliver?
I did. I did.
I mean, he doesn't know. He's on this side of the rift. He's with you.
I thought maybe he would have seen him in the vision.
Isaac begins to tell you about the vision as we fade away. And this has been Tales from the Mayhemverse. The veil is
the worst
thin.
ending. This is the worst
Did you
ending.
plan for us to not be together at the end of the adventure?
I think it's a spectacular ending.
Yeah.
Distinct possibility that I foresaw.
No, this is a
Um,
great ending, but I hate you.
But I hate it.
Let's get out of here.
That being said, Masks and Mayhem Masks and Mayhem uses the game Mutants and Masterminds 3rd edition by our friends at Green Ronin Publishing. This episode was written, produced, and forced into a hell dimension by myself, RC Violet. Queen Arachne is played by the wonderful Wiki. Lagoon Lass is played by the fantastic Joe. Marion the Librarian is played by the wonderful Rachel. And Ignite is played by the illustrious and one and only Callan.
I would have said the okay.
Our logo art is made by Jen Evans. Our font is by AJ Eisen, and our theme music by Pope Brandon Brownson. I want to thank everyone for showing up tonight. Any last words, everybody?
Fuck you, RC.
Yeah. Yeah, I get
I
that one.
believe I've said this many a times on the main show. It's like Rachel likes the ending. Marion not a fan.
Yeah.
As a story, it's a wonderful cliffhanger. I hate cliffhangers.
You know what? Arachne's nemesis is dead for now. Her maybe kind of potential girlfriend is here instead of there.
Yeah.
So Arachne's good. And I think the ending's spectacular.
There's a conversation that Lagoon Blast and Ignite have to have that now they can't.
Yeah, no, like this is beautiful, like cliche anime bullshit that I am so here for. Like, give it to me, yes.
So
Like,
happy to hear it.
Ashley is about to go into her emo, like I'm gonna fuck shit up, and
I mean,
like,
could it
PTSD
be
for
more
life
cliche?
days.
Could it be more like cliched for y'all to get separated right after he says "I love you" for the first time?
Right? That's all I can think of is like this comically large push pin stuck into like the corkboard of her mind of like he just said he loved me and I didn't get to say it back. Wait.
So true. All right, say goodnight, heroes.
Y'all thought
Good
Ignite was
night,
a problem before.